Alright. Sorry about that. Sorry about the late start here. I don't like to push 20 minutes on just starting. Or just starting soon. Oh, okay. Man, day 12. Day fucking 12, dude. Oh man. I really need to start uploading. I've really got to start uploading the VODs as well. I'm so behind on those. It's unbelievable. What's up, Sec? Oh, by the way, that video for Situations, that's based on Hot for Teacher by Van Halen. It's supposed to be a modern day version of Hot for Teacher. But it is cool that they went back. It is cool that they went back and uploaded the HD version of that, because it used to be like 240p max quality because it's so old. It was so shitty before. Just horrible quality. But yeah, that was a MySpace video, dude. I remember just sitting on MySpace and looping that shit over and over and over and over. Those were the good old days when I didn't have fuck all to care about. Responsibility wise, I was just chilling on MySpace, dude. Yep, yeah. I was super young at the time too. Gonna blow my nose. Yeah. Yeah, that video is fucking crazy, dude. That would never fly nowadays. If they release that video now, they get canceled immediately. Yeah, dude, that was when Scene was at its peak, actually. Like 2006 to 2012. What's up, bros? 2006 to 2012 was when it was at its peak, you know? Yeah, more punk. One of my favorite things used to be those studded belts. I would wear these skinny jeans with those silver studded belts like Bam Margera and his friends would wear. They were uncomfortable as fuck, but we didn't care. Yeah, dude, like all of Escape the Fate in that. Yes, the actual Hot Topic look for sure. All of the members of Escape the Fate are rocking the studded belts in that video. Man, you give Zero a little bit of affection, and he just coats your shirt in hair. No matter the color. He just won't be stopped. He's a fiend. Yeah, I picked him up one time last night because he ran in here while Bridget was doing some cleaning, and I just had to pick him up because he was being so precious. Oh yeah, for sure. Like I don't have any tattoos, but I always wanted to get top of my hand tattoos because I thought they looked really cool, like the straight edge, the X's and shit. I always thought that looked really cool, but I never actually went through and got one. Okay. All right, we are lint rolled. Let me see if I can find whenever Zero popped up on the stream last night. He was so affectionate. I want a tat, but I don't know what to get. I would recommend getting something like on your upper forearm, like around your bicep area, because it won't be visible really if you don't want it to be visible, and that's a good one if you work with the public a lot. Just because you don't want it to affect, because even though a lot of companies have policies against, limiting people's ability to get certain positions or opportunities based on whether or not they have tattoos or piercings, you still don't want it because some people will still judge you. Total of 10 tattoos. No, it's not a lot. You can get a lot of small tattoos that are really meaningful to you. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Completely forgot what I was gonna say, dude. My brain snapped. I just need, see, here's the thing. My brain snapped. I just need to learn how to minimize the things that I can't control and maximize the things that I can control. I learned that from XQC. He's a new streamer I started watching recently. His main thing is he really likes to talk about just observing people in general, and it's really kind of his shtick. You know, he likes to observe people, and he's very good at it. Yeah, and I love when he asked him about Asmongold. He's like, chat. You know, I like Asmongold a lot. I think he's a good guy, but just like the juice ain't there, man. Like the juice just ain't there. Fucking got him. Destroyed. What was I was gonna say something, dude. My brain just completely actually broke though. I always wanted to get Dance Gavin Dance lyrics as well. Like their first EP called Whatever I Say Is Royal Ocean has so much good shit on it. Just in terms of lyrics, I would want to get some of those tattooed. But yeah, that scene look was huge. And for the most part, I never really left the style because I still wear mostly black. You know, I still do the eyeliner. It was way more culturally not acceptable, but it was very common for dudes in high school and college to wear eyeliner if they wanted that look. So that's just kind of where I got it. And I really don't give a fuck. I just still like doing it. Nobody really criticizes me for it. I'm just saying. Yeah, that is also cool. Yeah, I used to do that. Yeah, I used to do that. Oh, I remember I was gonna show that clip where I was gonna show that clip where Zero showed up. It was during Midwich, I know that. Dude, I swear to God, it actually takes so much practice to get used to having all these fucking dials and sliders and faders. Not easy. Not easy at all. I should be able to see on the preview. Oh, I think I had finished. Yeah, here he is. Here's a big boy. Here we go.
What was that? Who in the hell was that?
We got King shit. Here's King. King Zero. Hey, buddy. What are you up to? Sneaking in here. You look very tired, sir. He's so big, dude. Yeah. You a tired boy? You're a tired boy, I can tell. He looked like he was about to fall asleep, but he came in here anyway. Yeah. Why aren't you sleeping? He saw an opportunity to come in here and he fucking bolted. That's why. He's just like a bag of bones. He's looking at the flashlight on the screen. Oh, goodness. Hello. Why so beautiful, sir? You're back up. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. I always say he has like crystal ball eyes, dude. They're fucking crazy looking. In a good way. Blue eyes. Eddie. Suck. Which is, and then I grabbed Snick, who was a little bit less thrilled, but she was fine. She did fine. Go, baby. What's going on? She just looks like, get me the fuck out of here, dude. Why are you guys both so beautiful? You guys belong on cat food bags, I swear. Alright, let me take you back in there. Couple of fiends, I swear. Dude, these songs, I was telling Tusk about this, these songs don't even feel like music anymore to me in a lot of ways. They really just seem like white noise because I've heard them so many times. This current playlist that I'm running, I have 78 weeks of playtime on this particular playlist of these, I think, 20 songs. 10, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 7. So 27 songs. This playlist here, I have 78 weeks of playtime on this shit. It's unbelievable. Yeah, 13K hours. Just because I never turn this off. Like, this is, whatever I'm doing on my computer, this app is running in the background. Whether it's muted or not, that's another thing altogether. Yeah, Kira is an amazing artist. There's actually even a good... Oh, what's up, by the way, Silver Wolf? There's even a good Book of Memories song, believe it or not. It's tough to believe, I know, but there is. I wish I could play some of the stuff that has her vocals on it, but I just can't for copyright purposes. I gotta avoid it. Skunurapan. Yeah, just gotta be safe about it, and I don't want to open that door, you know? The Promised Lore theme is awesome. Yeah. The Reverse Will here is one of my favorite credit songs of 2. But I'm starting to get used to what all these dials do, so... I know that, like, the third one over is my music on the Roland, and I know that the Go XLR is SM7B, console audio, Discord, computer, that type of shit, so I'm getting used to it now. Usually after 2 or 3 streams, I remember where everything is, and I'm not, like, flailing around like a boomer trying to find out where my volume for shit is. Not that I would have ever done that before. I mean, is it on here? I've never done that. But nah, Silent Hill 1 is always a fun game to stream. It runs so well on the PS3 emulator version. It's a little, the only glitch that it has is toward the end of the game where the gunshots don't play. But outside of that, it's pretty rock solid, not gonna lie. Hey, what's up, Dr. Red? How you doing, man? Oh, you're back on your main. Let's go. Hello. The proper, yeah. What you up to tonight, sir? Yeah, dude, I did. That was pretty crazy. I played in a Ryu only tournament. I beat Swix, so that's all that really matters. But I did lose to Deltron 2020, who's a very, very strong player and has been for many years. I did take a game off him, though. I took a game off him, and the chat was like, oh, shit. Getting hype, and then reality set in, and I lost the way that I should have. So. But it was fun. I had fun. I was exhausted, though. It was after work, and I didn't sleep at all last night after the stream, so I was exhausted, dude. The fact that I even took a game off Deltron and beat Swix was unbelievable. And I'm not even trying to be like, oh, yeah, I just rolled up out of bed and just kind of owned everybody. I literally went 1 and 2. I didn't do very well. I lost to OG Ryu and Deltron. Shanghai Noon. Now that's a movie I haven't heard of in a long time, dude. Feed the horses. My man is a full-on southern. He's a southern man through and through now. He's feeding horses. And feeding horses. I don't know what else qualifies you as a southern man, but that certainly does. Feeding horses certainly makes you a southern. Yeah, dude. Bro, I cannot stop browsing this r/battle station subreddit. The name is very dated because people haven't called their shit battle stations in like a decade or longer. But the ones that I mainly love are the work setup. It's not even like the gaming setups, it's the work setups that I love. And I love just the really clean, minimal setups. Like, look at this, dude. This shit is just awesome. Look at that shit. Beautiful. Those look like really high-end displays. It looks like the Apple XBR display. I'm just so addicted to just... Oh my god. Like, look at how clean that is, dude. He's got the Elgato Wave Mic Arm LP, I believe, with a Herman Miller M body. Like, that is fucking sick, dude. Oh, that's a Fractal Define 7. I have that exact same PC case, actually, just in black. My guy working in an Umbrella Pharmaceuticals lab. Yeah. Like, I would also recommend that people do this. Like, to basically build yourself a desk, you just get this top piece of wood from a place like IKEA. And then you can just drill it to an end table stand like this. A lot of people do this to get really, really high quality desks that are perfectly level without having to spend a shit ton of money. I need to get a monitor mount like this. That's so cool. And functional too. Like, I think I do need to get a third monitor because you can get an IPS like 60 hertz monitor. A Husky table for like 250 adjustable height. Yeah, adjustable height is also crucial. I use just a writing table that I got off Amazon. I've been using it for years. It's called a Zinus Jennifer. It's like a $80 table. And it just works. If you have a bunch of heavy shit on it, it is not moving anywhere. Yeah, like this is just such a great setup, dude. That is so clean. Gorgeous looking PC build too. It's a Lian Li PC011 Dynamic. That's a very, very nice case. The only problem with this case is you really can't use... Yep, I use the Ergo Chair Pro from Autonomous. Ergo Chair Pro is a beast of a chair. Oh. It's not this expensive, by the way. I got mine for way less than this, I'll tell you that. But yeah, that's what it looks like. I've been using this one that I'm sitting on for about a year, and then I have one in the living room for my work setup that I've had for about 3 years now. I love these things, man. The only good color outside of black is black and white, though. I don't think any of these other color... Like, this already looks like a dentist waiting room chair, but this one especially does. Look at that. That's the shit where your dentist, like, rolls up and starts working on your teeth while he's sitting in a chair like this. Or she. Most dentists I've ever had have been women. Evergreen is disgusting. Red Apple is horrible. Baby Blue is... it's okay. Baby Blue is actually pretty good. I make this joke because Bridget has brown eyes. I for some fucking reason, started calling them baby brown eyes. She hates it. Nah, who am I kidding? She loves it. I use Work Pro 12,000 and coming from a standard gaming chair is insanely different. Oh, yeah. See, I was under the impression that a good chair for streaming was one of those fucking stupid racing chairs. But thankfully, I was subscribed to this channel called Gamers Nexus, and they straight up made a video and a bunch of community posts like, stop buying these stupid racing chairs. They're not ergonomic. They're horrible for like your hips and your long-term back health. They're even bad for your pelvis, like the way that you have to sit. And there's just no ergonomics. They're literally a 90-degree angle. It's like this and this. That's a gaming racing chair right there. And they put pillows on it because there's no ergonomic design. They're like, well, here's some pillows. Maybe this will help. No, it doesn't. So I saw that, and I even saw in that video they were talking about the ergo chair, and they were like, this isn't the best chair in the world, but it's certainly a big step up from those gaming racing chairs, because you actually get, as you can see, you get this ergonomic backrest that kind of juts into your back, and you get this lumbar support pillow that you can adjust. So it angles inward toward your back, and it actually goes a long way toward giving you proper support and posture. And like I said, I've been sitting in these for years, and I've never had a problem. The gas cylinder, usually in cheaper office chairs, you sit on them for about 7-8 months, and then this cylinder starts to lower automatically. So it's like, regardless of how high you want to sit, it just starts drooping down. I haven't had that problem, and I've been sitting on my oldest one for 3 years with the stock gas cylinder. It has not lowered whatsoever. I leave them both on max height 24/7. They've never lowered on me. If I sat in that, I would fall through and make an earthquake in the earth. No, you wouldn't. But yeah, it says, I don't know how true this is, but apparently, yeah, Google bought these in bulk at one point to fill out with their office. So, you know, if that says anything. And hey, this chair is expensive right now. Like I said, I didn't pay this much for it. But if you want a chair that's almost identical and much cheaper, get the Staples Hyken. It's called the FlexFit Hyken. It's $169. Let me make sure that this doesn't show up, because it definitely has my address or my zip code right there. Okay. Let me just enter a random fucking zip code. Okay. Now it says Tulsa, Oklahoma. So that'll work. Yeah, this is the FlexFit Hyken, and this is a very similar chair, except it has a mesh seat. You can upgrade the caster wheels. The lumbar support pillow is not quite as big, but it has a very similar shape, and it does have a headrest. This is only $169. And it's on sale like 24/7. Like, this thing is literally never not on sale. And there's this red version, there's a black and a gray. I highly recommend this chair. Tusk and his partner both have this chair, and they both love it. So yeah, if you don't want to get also going on that meat diet thing, is it keto, where you only eat meat and cheese? It's either keto or paleo, I think, that you're talking about. But yeah, get the Staples Hyken. This is an amazing chair. It's got like a big cult following too. Like, a bunch of people on the subreddit about office equipment talk about this thing all the time really highly. There's a Tempur-Pedic chair as well that has really good reviews. But yeah, I recommend this. And if you want to spend a little bit more money, get the Ergo Chair Pro like I've got. I don't recommend racing chairs at all. Those racing seats are bullshit. And also, the other problem with them is that they all come from like the same factory in China. Like, they literally will just slap a different brand name on it and say that it's a new or different chair. It's like meat, milk, eggs, and that's about it. Rarely vegetables too. Yeah, I think that's paleo, because it's a diet that's meant to mimic what hunter-gatherers would have eaten, you know, before processed sugar and different things. So it's a lot of meat, a lot of dairy, a lot of protein, that type of stuff. But yeah, FlexFit Hyken. Also, some people I work with, I've recommended this chair to, and they all say it's good. But you don't just want to get that, because the wheels, the caster wheels on here, are really bad. So you also want to get this. This is like crucial. I have this on all my chairs. Get these wheels. All of my office chairs have these wheels. These right here. Get these. They will fit any chair, period. They will fit that shit, no problem. And they have sealed bearings on the inside, so they're basically like rollerblade wheels, but they slide everywhere. But if you don't want them to move, they won't, especially if you're on carpet. And they give you a little bit of extra height, and they're just really good. Like, don't even fuck with those basic caster wheels that come with it. Just buy these. So for the cost of a Hyken and these, you're still spending less than $200, and you have like an insanely great chair for work, for gaming, or whatever the fuck else you want to use it for. Yeah, I mean, look at that. They are a massive, massive upgrade. Attracts hair? No shit. Keep your floor clean. Yeah, that's what a standard wheel looks like that you would get with it. And look how different. I mean, it's just night and day. It's true. It's true, dude. Clean your floor. Like, of course it's gonna. But yeah, there's also gas cylinder replacements you can buy on Amazon as well. So if your chair ever starts drooping, you can just buy one of these for $40 and this will fix it. They sell these all over the place, and there's nicer, higher quality ones than this. You can even get the base replacements. Like, pretty much all office chair parts are replaceable now, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, it's not that I'm insanely passionate about office chairs. I want people to stop buying these stupid gaming racing seats because they're so fucking bad for your back, dude. That's all I want. If there's anything that I can bring to the table, I want people to get better audio and to have better chairs to sit in. Yes, they are garbage. And there's still so many on this r/battle station even. I keep seeing these things as I'm scrolling down. Yeah, they all have that pillow where they just have refused to put any ergonomic design. Oh my god, that white MX Master 3 is so sick. But the problem with it is it gets yellow really quick. Yeah, this yellow's really quick, but it looks fucking amazing out of the box, though. Wow, oh my god, that brings back memories, dude. Holy shit. The Xbox 360 controller with the gray under accent on it, dude, that brings back fucking memories right there. Holy shit. I used to have a setup just like this, a crazy oversized desk that I would put my computer on, a fucking keyboard tray, no mouse pad. Yeah, this brings back memories right here. And it looks like he's playing Fallout 3. Everybody would have their Hauppauge HD PVR capture card would be plugged into a laptop that was sitting like this. Man, those were the days. 2009, yeah, that sounds about right. See, I would love to do something like this, where it's like bricks behind me. Now, of course, I can't do that because I live in an apartment. I can't physically, like, mount things or, you know, glue them to the wall or any shit like that. I'm just using command strips right now. But I would love to swap out these foam panels for something different. Oh, hey, he's got the PSA 1 Plus. That's the same mic arm I'm using. Great minds think alike, baby. That's a good mic arm. Looks like a blue baby bottle. You know what? I should clean all my shit up. I want this. There's black panels. They're not necessarily noise dampening, but there's black panels that have this this pattern on them. I want to replace the foam panels with these eventually. Because the foam panels were just a dirt cheap thing, so I could get panels behind me, but I think these look much nicer. And there's a YouTuber I watch who reviews headphones that uses these, and they look so good, dude. They look so fucking good. Let me see if I can find the video, specifically the video that he uploaded. Yes. This right here.
Incentive.
Look at this, dude. It looks so great. This is what I want to put behind me right here. Look how good that looks. And he put a mirror here so you can't tell where the foam panels actually end, or where these wall panels end. That shit looks unbelievable, dude. So I would love to give that a shot and have that behind me, but yeah, it is very sick. That's actually what inspired me to put the foam panels behind there in the first place, was his video. because it just looks so good. I think he actually linked in here what those panels are, but they're very expensive. It's like $30 for 4 of them. So you'd have to spend probably $200 to get enough panels to actually fit in the shot behind me. And that's why I haven't bothered with it just yet, because it's just an investment I don't need to fuck with. A black decorative wall panel. There's a 12 pack for $80. But these aren't the same ones he's using. They're very similar though. Art 3D wall panels. That's what it is. I know that's the company that makes them. Yeah, here's the exact one that he's using in white. Right here. But you can also get them in... This is the exact version he's using. Oh wow, it's a 33 pack for $80. That's actually not that bad. Comes in a box of 33 tiles, covers 32 square feet. Okay, well that's not nearly as bad as I thought, but that's still $80. And it would be a lot of time investment to swap all those foam panels out behind me. I don't even know if it would be worth it. They're 4 ounces. So a command strip should still hold them, but that's definitely heavier than... Yeah, I like this look a lot too. This was the main one I was looking at. This is the one he was using in that video for sure. I gotta sneeze. Yeah, to be honest, these panels that I'm using, I don't think they have any noise dampening properties whatsoever. Which doesn't really matter because I don't use studio monitors. I just use headphones. But they're not doing me any favors in terms of like, you know, helping my mic audio not travel through walls. I don't think they're doing anything really. Or preventing echo, anything like that. What the fuck? Got a fuzz on my hat somehow. Well, here's how you fix that. Oh, or not. Yeah, I've got a Discord, ! Discord. You can join it. It's called Stampede's Apartment. 4 ounces isn't heavy. A command strip should hold it. Oh, cool. What's up, by the way, Jordan? Yeah, I wanna fill the wall behind me with these. What do you think this would look good, Jordan? These panels here. I was showing a YouTuber that I watched that uses these, and this is what his setup looks like. I'd have to get one of these bar standing lights. It's a quarter pound. Yeah, it should be. I should easily be able to hold it. Yeah, I think it would look really good. And I could use more natural light because they're a little bit more reflective than the straight black panels. Oh, let me set up your role, Silver Wolf, as well. Sorry, Silver, I'm getting it, I promise. Okay, you have the role now. You can see everything. Yeah, you can put it in, let's see. PC chat. I would put it in PC chat. Because that's where we put all of our setup stuff. But yeah, I would love to set this up. That would be the only difference. But I want to get one of these bar lights over here as well. Because I love the way he's got this cool light over here. This very pale, cool light. And then he's got this warm kind of ambient light over here. It creates a really nice contrast, and he's got a key light and a fill light, which is really nice. So I'd love to kind of emulate this setup. Hey, he's got your headphones. I hate command strips. They peel the paint off the wall sometimes. Yeah, dude, what we had to do with these was fucked up. We had to hot glue the command strips to the foam panels because they just kept falling off. Like, they just wouldn't stick. This material doesn't stick very well. So we had to hot glue 4 command strips to each one of these and then place them on the wall. But if it wasn't for the hot glue, every single one of these would just keep falling down. But it's been holding strong. We've never had a single one of them fall off. So it's been holding really strong for, gosh, how long have I been using these now? Almost a year, I feel like. And I love the way they look. Let's get that straight. I love the way these things look. I just want to try out something more, you know, that's got more of a pattern to it than these. I love the way we alternated the orientation of them, though. That was Bridget's idea, I'm pretty sure. Four to 5 months? No way. I've definitely been using them longer than that. I had them take the paint and the paper off the drywall before. Oh, Jesus. I hope that doesn't happen. So far, I think a couple of them have lifted up just a little bit. And when I checked, it didn't seem like it pulled anything off, but... Because I bought the ones that were specifically for posters or something else. But it was a specific one that had like a lighter adhesive that was meant to not rip anything off the wall. I think if it was a standard command strip that you're meant to like hang something on with a hook, I think it would probably pull it off. But yeah, it definitely took like 4 or 5 hours. And then the problem was I only had them behind me for a little while and this wall was still blank. So we had to buy another pack and fill out this wall. Yep, they do get kind of expensive for sure, even when you buy them in bulk. These panels certainly weren't, though. They were literally $1 a panel. Each pack came with 12, so I bought 24 the first time around for 24 bucks. It was like 26 with taxes. And then the third pack was about 13 or 14 with taxes. So that was a hell of a deal, dude. I couldn't complain. Some people have asked me if this is a green screen. That's how I know it looks pretty good, because some people are like, damn, bro, is that a green screen background or is that a real background? And when I do this, I'm like, nah, bro, this shit's real. So that's a good sign. I mean, if they think it's a green screen background, I guess it looks pretty official. Oh, let me check out. Ooh, oh my, dude, you have sick ass studio monitors. Holy shit. Those are sick studio monitors, dude. I like the Corsair. I honestly am a huge fan of Corsair keyboards. I really am. That was the first mechanical keyboard I ever owned. That looks like a JDS Labs. Is this a JDS Labs audio interface, or what audio interface is this? It looks like JDS Labs to me. I can't read the... Oh, contact. Okay, yeah. Yeah, dude, look at this. These keyboards are great. They're all metal. They've got the they always have the volume wheel. The oh yeah, the contact complete. See, you know, what is it about people in this stream and being audiophiles? Like, there's so many of us, dude. Look at that. You got a fucking big ass cone driver on here. My man's got the Mio energy for days. I respect it. I just can't do the in-ear headphones, man. That's the one thing that I can't do. Because I have fucked up ear canals. One of my ear canals is bigger than the other, so it's tough for me to even find the right tips to fit in my ears. Like, the sizes have to be different. That's why I just tend to go for some over ears. Either this or 990s. I love these for streaming, though. I have not found any better ones for streaming. And when you break these in, the headband doesn't have any clamping force, and sometimes you straight up just forget you have them on. But yeah, overall, I think it's time for a change on these panels. I love these panels. You get used to it. I didn't like them before I had AirPods. I do like AirPods, but that's because they don't physically go inside my ear canal. I'm not using AirPod Pros. I'm just using the standard AirPods. Used to use for mixing different quality sources. Yeah, that makes sense, because you need perspective on the mix from headphones and from monitors as well. But yeah, I just plug my right now I have these plugged into this thing called the Roland Bridgecast, and then I also use a Go XLR for my audio interface, but I do have a Motu M2, which is a phenomenal audio interface at my work setup, which I might someday try to like incorporate that into my setup in here, but it's complicated enough, dude. Like it is more than complicated enough. I don't think I need to introduce a third device. Like, the only thing that I could do is run line out from the back of the Motu into one of these two devices and just have my mic plugged into the Motu, but like, that is just overkill, dude, at that point. Sennheiser Momentum 3s, but went through Sony XM4s. Yeah. Dude, my favorite pair of in-ear headphones that I ever had, though, was the Sony MDR XB90s. I don't even think they sell these anymore. Oh, they do, but they're way more expensive than they used to be. Oh, no, this review's from 2023. Yeah, dude, these things. These were fucking crazy. They had insane bass. Look at the shape of them, too. It's so weird. This, like, rubber bit sits on the inside, like the inside of the concha bowl of your ear. And they had big-ass drivers on the inside. They also have that cable. You can see it's kind of like a vacuum cord. So it was an anti-tangle cord. In-ear monitors or headphones? I would much prefer headphones, personally, if you're asking me, like, for preference. I prefer to wear these. I think these cover all bases pretty well, the Sonys. I mean, these are, like, ubiquitous in the industry. I'm sure you know about these, but these cover all bases for me in terms of what I actually need. I mean, it says studio monitor. How bad could it be? It literally tells you what you're going to use it for, dude. That's not what that means, by the way. I'm just saying things. There was also the XB60 that came in gold. I really liked the look of these as well. Oh my god, dude. I wanted a pair of these so bad. But they were discontinued. Look how sick that looks. Basically the same shape as the XB90s, but they came in gold. I always wanted a pair of these, but they were discontinued even way back then when I was looking for them. Like, we don't appreciate... Now, Sony is pretty popular now for the PlayStation and all that. But in Japan, Sony is like Apple. Like, they have everything, and there's Sony shit everywhere because they're a Japanese company, and they like to support Japanese companies. So if you go to Japan, everybody's playing their PS Vita. Everybody has Sony in-ear earbuds on the train. Everybody's wearing Sony over-ear headphones. Everybody has Sony TVs. Any brand of any audio or portable thing. A lot of people in Japan still buy Walkmans, actually. The newer Walkmans that are like dedicated, really high quality audio players. Yeah, apparently they do still sell the XB90s. I couldn't find any like solid price. It looks like for some reason they're going for like $180, which is bullshit. I paid like 70 for mine. Yeah, but these have been out since like 2012. Yeah, 8,759 yen, so they go for about $87. Oh yeah, I love Sony. I mean, I wear Sony headphones all day, every day of my life. I have a Sony 1080p HD TV that I bought in Christmas of 2015, or holiday 2015, that still works to this day. It's still our main TV in the living room. And it's now coming up on 8 years old. Like, it'll be 8 years old by the end of 2023. Never had a single problem with it. Not a single time. Obviously, the PS3. The DualShock is my favorite controller. So I've had Sony shit everywhere my whole life. I just got into these headphones way late. I should have got into these a long time ago. Yeah, Dr. Red's a Sony. I wouldn't even call myself a fanboy. I just, like, unbeknownst to me, I just have been using and have had tons of Sony shit for a long time. Hey, welcome on in the Discord, by the way, Silverwolf. We plan on watching the Silent Hill movie very soon. Potentially within the next couple days. So if you want to watch that, stick around. We'll watch that together. If your schedule allows it, of course. That's the tough thing about setting up the watch parties. But I have the Blu-ray copy and my PS3, and I've even got the Blu-ray remote for the PS3 that we can use to watch that shit, so that'll be cool. My Discord is boosted, only by me. I don't ask that anybody else boosts it, because I think that's bullshit. But I boosted it 7 times so that I have lossless video quality. So when we watch the Blu-ray, it looks as good as it possibly can. And also the voice quality is much higher. It's almost lossless. So the voice quality over the chat also sounds really good. So it'll be a good experience mainly for you guys. But like I said, I don't ask that anybody else boost it. I don't require or even want anybody else to boost it. I'll handle that. You guys don't worry about that. So anyway, this r/battle station though. I'm getting a whole bunch of ideas from this subreddit though. Like tons and tons of ideas. Oh wow, this guy has a whole cabinet. That's not even an arcade 1-up cabinet either. That's a legit fighting game cab. I'd love to own something like that someday. That's a Herman Miller Embody, I believe. No, wait. That's a weird... I don't know what that is. I don't think that's an Embody. Oh god. Dude. This is cringe. I would never... Okay, this guy's a dad, so I won't hold him to this, but I would hate to put some shit like this behind me. I don't get older. I level up. Oh my god, please. Good god. Yeah, see, look at this. Literally 90 degrees, 90 degrees. No ergonomics whatsoever. And there's just a headrest pillow that they hope you'll use because they didn't bother to design anything good. Oh, wow, nice. He's got the Optiplex PC case. Love that. Super clean. That's the one we were looking at earlier. French press coffee. A French press coffee maker. I respect it. NOS. Oh, that's the Height Y60. That's made by the parent company of iBuyPower. That's such a great PC case, dude. Look at that. That Height Y60 is a beautiful PC case. It almost reminds me of like an aquarium. You know what I mean? With the shape of it. But it's got this angled glass panel right here, and you can just see everything. It's kind of similar to the PCO11 dynamic shape. I love these Amazon Basics XLR cables. Actually, I think they look really good. That's an MXL 990 in black. Great. This guy's setup is really functional. I like this a lot. Vertical for Discord. Yeah. Either vertical for Discord or vertical for Twitch chat. That's what I want a third monitor for. Not that I really need a third monitor just for chat, but, you know. I can read it just fine off the second one. What the hell? Your daughter's balling, dude. She's got an insane setup. I just love looking at this because it's so interesting to see the ideas that other people have come up with. Digital audio production. Damn, look at that. These look like your speakers. Wait, these are your speakers, are they not? Atom Audio? No, they're not. Yeah, they are. Are these your exact same speakers, Silverwolf? They sure as hell look like them. AX7s. Look at this MX vertical, though. This looks like a custom keyboard or a GMMK build. Looks like a Mac Mini. Oh, you put your setup in, though? Oh, nice, dude. That is so clean. I especially love the silver. I think the silver shit audio stuff is so clean looking. And I would never swap out this stock Sennheiser cable because it looks so great. Asus monitors. Hell yeah, my fucking man. Let's go. I've used nothing but Asus monitors my whole time. Herman Miller Embody. Sick. You should put those wheels on it. Those Atom Dock wheels that I showed you. You've got the table setup I was talking about where you put it on the cabinets. The Salt Rock light. We need to talk. We need to have a discussion about this. That's a USB mic in the year of our Lord 2023. I don't see an XLR cable. I don't see an audio interface. We need to chat. Put yourself in unavailable, okay? And give me a call. We're gonna talk. I'm just kidding. It's a good mic. No, Blue Yeti's a solid mic, dude. I used the Blue Yeti Classic for years. Look at those headphones, though. Those headphones are so sick. Corsair keyboard. Were we not just talking about them? You know, that's what I love about this community. We're all so like-minded. We just know what the good shit is. All of us. That's a Asgard and a Modius, I believe. Bitfrost or a Modius, one of the two. You got the PS5. Asgard Modius. Yeah, that's what I thought. I love the silver shit audio cases, dude. Especially that big volume knob. It's so sick looking. And it matches your headphones perfectly, too. That's the beauty of it. Because we all know that whether or not the color scheme of the headphones matches the amp gives you at least that much more clarity when you listen to music. You know what I'm saying? Embody is such a sick chair, too. I love that these arms can basically go out. Like they do this. You can angle them out or back in for as wide of a stance as you want. More chairs need to have that feature. That's so great. Yeah, Sick Boy's got a fucking Asgard. What's up, Schism187? Yes, Asgard. Embody fixed your back problem. Yeah, dude, having a mesh backrest that actually juts into your back and has an adjustable lumbar support, like this thing basically forces me into proper posture when I sit here to stream. The only thing I should be doing is angling this headrest down like that so I can actually use it, but if I do it, I have to just sit a little bit too far back. So for the most part, I don't use the headrest when I'm streaming, but yeah, the chair is fucking awesome. I would not feel the need to upgrade chairs anytime soon unless I just wanted to go nuts. How you doing tonight, Schism? What's going on, man? We're just doing, we're just browsing r/battle station, getting some ideas. Because I'm thinking about replacing these panels with something a little bit cooler, a little bit more decorative looking, like one of those Art 3D panels. So I'm just like gathering some ideas from this subreddit for no reason. Definitely a lot of nightmare fuel going on. Speaking of, these are the exact same panels I'm talking about right here, these white ones. Yeah, these are the exact same panels I'm looking at, just in black. A wholesome work story. You know I want to hear a wholesome work story. I have no idea what's what. I'm just a friendly troll. Oh no. Well, look, dude. Just don't say anything too spicy, okay? I've been on the internet way too long. I know what test the water trolling looks like, so please don't just say something and then jump to like 20 out of 10. But I have no problem with trolls. The other day, somebody got me with the fucking, hey, dude, bro, I just saw you were featured on Fieldy's YouTube channel. Congrats. And me, like a dumbass, was like, who's Fieldy? And then they're like, oh, Fieldy's nuts. We all had a laugh. I was like, laugh it up, everybody. Laugh it the fuck up. And then I gifted him a sub because I ended up laughing quite hard about it. So yeah, my man fucking destroyed me. I was like, well, my career is over. My non-existent career is over. Oh my god, this RGB is out of control. Weak trolling, honestly. That's true. So many people are using purple lights now. What is with this like influx of purple lighting users? I don't know what it is. That's a Herman Miller Aeron with no headrest on it. Wow, stickers on your computer. That's an old Doom. Wow, look, this guy's got his whole fucking setup here. He's got studio monitors. He's got his mic up here. But no way. Is that actually his? Is that actually his Tesla? I mean, it's not that shocking, dude. People in my city drive Teslas all the fucking time. Yeah, that's actually his Tesla. SM7B, respect. Rode Procaster 2. He's got an Embody. But why is it just open like this? Bro, anybody can come in here and jack your shit. He's got an Aeron and another 7B at this side. Who is this guy? This guy's filthy rich. What the fuck? He's literally got 2 fucking studio setups right side by side in here. What the hell's going on? And Tesla's for people that can't drive, dude. Probably ran over a neighbor's dog. Good lord. Yeah, see, the sad part is I'm starting to slowly believe that Tesla drivers belong in the same category as BMW drivers. Like, every Tesla driver I run into is just really weird. They never use their turn signal. They always turn really quick and, like, nervous. They never do anything with like, any confidence. It's like they're driving nervous for some reason. I'm a BMW driver. Well, look, it's a stereotype, okay? It's not, you can still be the exception to the rule. Hey, it's the panels I'm looking at. But most BMW drivers I encounter are fucking idiots. I'm just gonna say it. They're always the ones that just about cause accidents. Just in my experience now. This is a pretty cool setup right here. I like this kind of underglow he's got going on. That's got to be a like 3080 or 4080. It's so thick. It's like a 3 slot. I drive a Yugo because I'm a badass. Oh no. What's that? Drove a car for the first time 2 days ago. Nice, dude. Wow, is this a 6 monitor setup? What the fuck? This guy's insane. Oh, a cheap car in the 80s. I don't believe that. Yugo sounds like you're trying to epically troll me, dude. Octopus Callisto. I've got my eyes on you, dude. What's up? It's an actual car. Look it up after. Oh yeah, when was that actually? Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Bro, I don't list my pronouns, okay? We don't talk about that shit here, so just stop it. The Yugo car is badass. This guy's got a Leopold keyboard. Yeah, I know, but dude, I've been on the internet way too long. I know what test the water trolling. Oh, that story you were telling. When did that happen? This guy's got a Leopold keyboard. This is the keyboard I had for a while, the Dolce FC900R. Pretty sick keyboard. Oh, today. Yeah, that's awesome. You know, see, that's the really fulfilling thing about jobs like that. That's a G9, either a G900 or a G903. I like that mouse a lot as well. God damn, this is like a train wreck setup, dude. Above the clouds? What the fuck? Holy shit, is my man in Dubai? Why is it lagging so much? Look at this shit. He's got chemtrails outside his window. That was a joke, by the way. Okay, well. He's got 3 anime waifus on the fucking desk here, but I guess once you're that rich, you can put your waifu statues wherever the fuck you want them. Exactly, Schism. This dude is fucking ballin'. He's got crazy money. It's like a high-rise apartment or some shit. I drove a Tesla in California. I liked it. Would never buy one. It was super fast. Just waiting on the charge sucked. It was an SP100 dual motor. Yeah, Marcus Brownlee, one of my favorite YouTubers. He drives a P100D that he's had for a long time. Yeah, the $90 waifu statues. Did anybody ask him? He said it's in London because you can see the shard in the distance. Mate, this is incredible. I stalked your profile for a bit, so it begs the question, why and how are most weeaboos actually so filthy rich? That's my question, dude. What the fuck? A lot of them are in tech, which can pay very well. Looking at the setup on the right, it looks like he has Slack, maybe Discord open with an IDE with a split terminal. OP might very well be in tech and high up in the industry. Yeah. My aunt has a Tesla and I drove it a little bit. Fast as fuck, very smooth, but I would never want something that's owned / controlled by Musk. I've heard that there was kind of a bait and switch with the charging setup where originally you could get unlimited free charging if you bought them within a certain time frame, but now it costs like $22 to charge and you have to sit there for like 2 hours. So of the people I know, I've worked with a few people that own Teslas. They tell me they'll basically just charge it when they need to do grocery shopping. So they'll put it in the charging station, and most of the charging stations in my city are next to grocery stores. So they'll just plug it up and then they'll just go in and do their shopping. Which makes sense. And then you can just kind of wander around in there for a couple hours, and then once you get out, you're done. Hell, that would give me an excuse to actually go grocery shopping instead of just having the shit all delivered like I have been doing. Yeah, that I don't do a lot of shopping like that. Literally, almost every time we do grocery shopping, either my girlfriend grabs it after she finishes with her job, she'll stop by on the way home or something else. But most times, all I do is just order shit. I just have groceries delivered, food delivered, or whatever else, and I need to start getting out more. But I work from home and I also stream as a hobby, so it's as far as like daily need or requirement to get out, there's not much. Thank God I'm not working Super Bowl Sunday. Oh yeah, dude. Like, I'm okay with that because my industry actually gets pretty quiet during Super Bowl Sunday because most people are at home watching it instead of needing tech help over the phone. But yeah, the day after is not so fun because everybody just ignores all the issues they have on Super Bowl Sunday and they come well equipped with them on Monday morning. And I end up talking to like 100 fucking clients on Monday morning every year. Okay, Schism. This isn't Kit Boga's channel. Do not redeem it, by the way. I do actual tech help, though. I don't just tell people that they're entitled to a $100 Microsoft refund or some shit, or the cops are going to arrest them. That's the ultimate irony. It's like, if you don't accept the refund that we are going to give you, whether you say yes or no, the cops are going to come and get you. Like, where's the reasoning here, dude? They will straight up, in some of the Kit Boga and Scammer Payback videos, they'll play the sounds of police sirens to try to trick elderly people. It's so scummy. Some of the scummiest shit. I know. And they specifically will target, like, old folks' homes or hospitals. That's so fucked up. Is that a flexi straw? I mean, yeah. I drink coffee out of this so it doesn't stain your teeth. CSGO reached peak player count in history yesterday. What happened yesterday? Was there some kind of event? You aren't utilizing the flexi? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me utilize it to its full potential. There we go. Yeah, when you have fancy technology like this, you got to make sure you utilize it to its fullest potential. If it's not at an exactly 87-degree angle, it just doesn't work properly. Oh, new case dropped and it had an anime M4 skin. Oh, God. Jesus Christ, man. Look, Schizo, you're the type of troll that I don't mind. You say genuinely funny things, okay? That other guy that came in here talking about pronouns, though, don't do that here. If someone doesn't have them listed, it's not a conversation they want to have, okay? That guy was just obviously trying to bait me. But you just say funny shit. I'm cool with you. You know, like I said, just don't like start here, because a lot of people do like test the water trolling where they'll start out mild and then they'll go to like a 20 out of 10 and just say some really edgy shit. So as long as you don't do that, we're cool. We are cool. But if you're gonna troll about like appearance or intelligence, just roast me. I'm the dude on camera. No offense, but are you goth? Yeah, I had some people the other day that just started asking me about like my favorite foods, and it was just obvious that they were gonna go in on a fat joke. Which, whatever, I don't care. You can go for it. Like, as long as you're just talking to me, I'm cool with that. Just don't bring anybody else in the chat into it. You can insult the fuck out of me. Here's the thing: if you're not willing to be insulted and you're gonna put yourself on camera, you're in the wrong. You have the wrong hobby. Like, don't be a streamer if you're not ready for that to happen, because it's about as guaranteed as death and taxes in the United States, okay? Well, death is guaranteed everywhere, but... Oh, that's awesome, Rose. Yeah, insults on the internet, and then people, they get all personal. That's when you turn into, like, DSP. You know how people become lol cows? Is they take the trolling way too seriously, and they take themselves way too seriously on the internet. DSP has recently come out and just declared that he is not a lol cow. Like, bro, you don't get to decide whether or not you're a lol cow. The community decides, and you are in fact a lol cow. He's also by far the most active lol cow of any of them. Jekyll and Hyde, yeah. Like, they just take themselves way too seriously. Like, the way... for DSP, like, he could have, like, 10 years ago just embraced the trolling and turned it into a meme on his channel. But instead, he just keeps getting butthurt about it and saying, oh, the trolls are just stupid, conspiracy theorists, this, that, and the other. Like, bro, just fucking relax. I don't know what happened in his life to make him so defensive and, like, just unpleasant to listen to. But if he would have embraced the memes and shit, like, people would have been over him years ago. But instead, he just continues it on. Hell, maybe he's doing a 5-head play. He's doing it intentionally to keep himself a little bit more relevant. Who knows? I wouldn't put it past him. When he got caught jerking off on camera, he definitely tried to, like, flip the script and be like, well, any publicity is good publicity. That didn't work very well. Whomever you're talking about? Oh, DSP. DSP caught on stream the incident. Okay, so here's what happened a few years ago. I'm old and not hip. Okay, so this guy, his name is Darkside Phil, and he didn't realize, he thought that he had a starting soon scene up like this. But it actually turned out that he had his camera up on the top right and his PS4 menu up. So he just starts jerking off. And he doesn't even like wash his hands or wipe his shit off. He literally just jerks off and then immediately starts the stream. And he doesn't realize that he's on camera. Me and my friend like to browse low viewer streamers on Twitch general browser thing, and he found some guy jerking off on stream with porn playing while he was talking to his friends on Discord. Dude, just chatting is full of some fucked up shit, I tell you. Some people make accounts just to try to get banned and do weird shit like that. Like, look at this. And this motherfucker tried to say that he was scratching, well, in his words, he said, itching my leg. Wow, yeah, you definitely look like you're itching your leg right there, buddy. Dear God. Well, it goes on uncomfortably for another, like, a minute and a half or so. I mean, as you can see. Yeah, that's quite the itch, dude. And then he does that shit.
What is up?
And then immediately just gets on camera and starts talking.
What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome.
Oh, the camera's on.
Oh, the camera's on.
That is the face of somebody. That is the face of somebody that was caught in 4K, dude. Yeah, that is the face of somebody that's caught in fucking 4K right there.
The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
Hello.
Hello.
Dear God. So after this happened, he had the audacity to delete the VOD and pretend that he was scratching his leg. And then after it became impossible to defend it anymore, then he just basically started sharing all the memes and all the roasting shit that people were doing on Twitter. He tried to fucking, why didn't he clean his hands? I don't know. It's disgusting. He literally just like finishes and then immediately grabs his controller and starts, hello everyone. Hello, hello, and welcome. His recovery after busting is insane. No post-nut clarity at all. Just reach straight for the controller and address the stream chat. And somebody else said it looks like it's part of his daily routine. He probably does this constantly. It looks like it. Yeah, I know. It's like, is he shooting blanks or what's going on, dude? Oh, dear God. I did not need to picture that, what you just typed, Jordan. Although for a man named Wang in my zipper, that is a pretty applicable comment. Oh no, Dr. Red is fucking... This is gonna be really loud.
Anymore. She said I need to grow up. That's fine, Mom. No more dino nuggies. No more grandma's ashes. Two can...
I was actually earlier today when I had some fucking downtime and I just decided to do the most degenerate shit I could imagine, and so I started looking up green text Tindy stories, which if you guys don't know, this was a trend on like 4chan and other sites for a while where they would just talk about this kid who's like in his late 30s. I'm itching my leg vigorously now. Yeah, of course. Itching. Why do people say that? They'll say, I'm itching my face. Bro, you're not itching it. You're scratching it. So many people say that. I don't know why. But anyways. And the stories basically are all the same. It's like, wake up, be me, be 38-year-old, like 500-pound mommy's boy, and like go to the board and demand to see, you know, how many good boy points they have, because apparently there was this lady who, it's really infamous. Like, she emailed in and said, my son is like 35 years old. He refuses to get a job or leave the house, and all he wants to do is eat nuggets and chicken tenders all day and play video games. I did send some degen shit on Discord, but it was a Reddit post. It's like one of the most infamous Reddit posts of all time. I don't even think I can talk about it here, but it's a very infamous Reddit post. I also sent it to Sick Boy. I'll just give you a OB judgy. No. It's just I'll give you a vague kind of overview of what it is. Basically, this guy thought that he had what's called a scat fetish, which is a shit fetish. And he would watch videos all the time. And so he eventually jumped the shark. Exactly, that is what she said. He basically jumped the shark and he paid for an escort that he was going to do that type of shit with, literally. And he basically just tells the story about how midway through it, he realized that he made a horrible mistake. And it's just the way that it is worded. It's like you can just picture it so vividly in the worst way possible. That shit was rent-free in my head for several days. Yeah, but that is true, Schism. Like, she emailed into some website, I forget what it was, but it went viral because she was like, my son collects good boy points and all he wants to do is eat chicken tenders, and so people started making these memes about it. And the most disgusting part is she was talking about how he sometimes won't even leave his room and he'll just piss into old Coke or Pepsi bottles so that he doesn't have to get up. Is that tax deductible? No. You will pay taxes. And it's just a fucked up story in general. If the mom is telling the truth, it's a fucked up story. About basically, if you guys have ever seen the South Park episode, this is how you know I'm dating myself. If you've ever seen the South Park episode with the guy who has no life playing World of Warcraft, it's like the real life version of that guy. Like never showers, never goes to use the bathroom, just sits on his computer all day and grinds WoW raids and shit. Yeah, mom said never bother me while I'm cleaning my room. Reddit cum conut. Kid I know shit himself because he didn't want to get up and stop playing Fortnite. Not even fucking joking. Oh my god. The washroom. That's how I know you're Canadian. Nobody in America says washroom. We always say bathroom or restroom. What's up, Panda? You don't even want to know what we're talking about right now, dude. We're getting into some of the most degen shit. Literally. I thought that episode was about me. Yeah, but it isn't a bathroom if it doesn't have a bathtub. True, true. Yeah, the thing that's funny to me about stories like that is there's no way to verify whether or not they're true, but there's a certain way that people, it's maxed out at 80 degrees. There's a certain way that people tell stories. I've known a lot of people in my life that will just tell bullshit stories that are obviously referencing other things that they've read, and you can always tell just by reading the story or listening to them tell it whether or not they're actually giving you details of what happened or if they're just making shit up as they go. And that's the thing I think that makes those Reddit stories really viral is the way that they're written. It's almost impossible to be referencing something else unless they're just extremely creative people that, you know, are basically, they have the abilities of authors to just create these vivid fucking, you know, this vivid imagery, whether we want to imagine it or not. Ever drink Pilk? No, I've never had Pilk. I don't know what that is. Yeah, there's a lot of half bathrooms in American houses. Like they just have a sink and a toilet. Oh, Pepsi and milk. Oh, God, no. I can't stand dark sodas. I've heard it's not bad though. But yeah, dark sodas, like all I drink is water that's filtered and black coffee. So if I drink a dark soda, it's like it feels like I'm drinking maple syrup or some shit. Used to have a print subscription to Weekly World News. He's racist against dark sodas. You heard it here. Well, see, I'm not racist because I discriminate evenly. I also don't like bright sodas or white sodas. I don't like Sprite. I don't like 7-Up, any of that bullshit. Sierra Mist. Because every time you drink that shit, you can just feel the cavities forming in your teeth. That makes it okay, yeah. I'm sure the sodas are very upset about this. Fuck them. Dude, poutine is the saltiest fucking food in the world. It's like, especially if you eat fresh poutine from like a restaurant, it's like salty as fuck fries with salty as fuck gravy and cheese curds. Oh my god. You feel like you're gonna just develop kidney stones by the time you finish eating? Oh, they know. The algorithm knows what to push to you, dude. Salty and gravy, yeah. It's insane. Is Mountain Dew a redneck thing? It very much is, yes. I live in the South, and dude, during the pandemic, this is what's fucked up. Okay. We have this pandemic, right? Everybody is clearing out grocery stores. There were so many videos of people from the South going and trying to buy 16 cases of Mountain Dew. Of all the things, they don't want meat. They don't want canned food. They want Mountain Dew as their stockpile. And there was all these videos of them like getting into arguments with the people that work at the store because they wanted to buy a shit ton of Mountain Dew. It's unbelievable, dude. Like, this is what you choose to get upset about? They're not gonna run out of fucking Mountain Dew, that's for sure. The shit you needed to be worried about was like, at the time, toilet paper and fucking, you know, meats and stuff like that you could throw in a freezer. Fucking do the do. Yeah, there's a yellow 5. I think it's yellow 5 that's in Mountain Dew. That's like really horrible for you. Mountain Dew is actually the most deadly health risk in West Virginia. I believe it. Like, lots of people in the South have really bad teeth because of Mountain Dew as well. Oh, no. I only drink coffee and beer. There's a fucking man of culture right there. Now, do you drink light beer or full body? Listen, look. I don't care if it makes me seem like an old man rocking back and forth on my porch with a shotgun. I like PBR. I think PBR is genuinely a delicious beer. I really do.
This is my dream, and you don't even know my name. It's Cynthia.
Oh, this fucking XXX Tentacion. Well, I can't play this because of copyright, but... What is this, dude? Mountain Dew and no fluoridated water? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Who does make this shit, dude? I don't know. It's so overdramatic. This reminds me of all those fucking, this reminds me of all those fucking edits that people would make of, like, Nickelback with anime. You know what I mean? Like, they used to make, AMVs, and it would be, like, Nickelback Rockstar. Fucking Naruto AMV. I like Evil Within 1. I don't like Evil Within 2. I thought Evil Within 2 was kind of shitty. I'm not kidding either. They really made those. Naruto AMV Nickelback saving me. If everyone cared. Look at this shit, dude. This was a genre. What the hell is this? Goosebumps. Oh my god, dude. Fucking Evil Within 2 is like the American remake of a great J-horror movie. It's so bad, dude. Evil Within 2 just made me feel like... It made me feel like they fucking ran a horror game into a fucking AI and just developed whatever the fuck it spat out, you know what I mean? Evil Within 1 actually had like a unique identity and setting and shit, but 2 just felt like a generic, like, high-budget horror game, not movie. Marvel Goosebumps moments. Dude, whenever a fucking Endgame came out, the way that people talked about that shit was like the epitome of why the bat chest emote exists. There's like this compilation on YouTube called Marvel's Avengers Endgame All Goosebumps Moments. And in the chat, they're talking about shit like, it feels like all of humanity was unified for this one moment when this movie came out and everything went to shit after it. It's like, this was the peak of human entertainment that's ever been produced. It's like, god damn, dude, go out, touch some grass, please. Oh no, reaction to Star Wars? Oh, Jesus. Bro is happier than I could ever imagine being. And they're just so happy about this CGI puke that's on the screen. The Goosebumps meme is vintage internet, yeah. You know what else is vintage internet? In this moment, I am euphoric, not because of some phony god's blessing. Now that's some internet history. It shows this dude in like a fedora tipping the shit, and he's like leaning against the wall, and he says, "In this moment, I am euphoric." Now that's a deep cut right there. Cries from a trailer of Star Wars. I know, dude. What the fuck, dude? I'm just an atheist teenager who greatly values his intelligence and scientific fact over any silly fiction book written over 3,500 years ago. Jesus, bro, we get it. You've got a crazy straw connected directly from your ass to your mouth so you can huff your own farts whenever you... Never mind. Don't picture that. Don't picture that, please. We should do a vintage internet meme night. I have one. I want to show you guys. I'm trying to find it. I know I posted it in my Discord a long time ago. It was, again, a kid wearing a fedora talking about his intellectual intelligence and how much higher it is than everybody else's. And how he just wouldn't care at all if he murdered all of his friends during a zombie apocalypse. Just 'cause. Just desperately trying to be extremely edgy for no reason. Damn it, dude. I know I posted this. No way was it June of last year. It has not been that long. I have a very active imagination and just visual. I'm sorry. I should have never said it. I apologize. When the power goes out here, I start looking at the people in case I have to eat them. Yeah, that's some shit that this kid would say. I'm telling you, dude. Here it is. I found it. Zombies, Walking Dead or Last of Us Zombies, a conversation with Colin. Here we go. Here we go, dude. Yeah, they're all like this. This is when you've literally done nothing but watch anime your whole life right here. A 7-year-old video.
Being told to put all of your thoughts into one post never sounds so interesting. So, here's my thoughts all put into one single post. So, I figured I might as well save my fingers the trouble of typing and just go out and flat out on say it. I couldn't give 2 fucks about anybody or anything on this planet. And the reason for that is I find everybody's intellectual intelligence far less superior than that of my own.
Everyone else's intellectual intelligence far less superior to that of my own. What the fuck did you just say?
So I couldn't give 2 fucks about what happens to anybody or anything on this planet. In all honesty, if something does happen to you, I won't care either. I don't care if anything bad or if anything good happens to you.
Meanwhile, his mom is waiting outside the door with a plate full of chicken nuggets and cosmic brownies. And Easy Mac.
I'll praise you, yeah.
She's like leaning up against the door waiting for him to be done with the video. He was bullied about his hat. I would kick that kid's ass with one hand. I mean, listen to his squeaky ass voice. Yeah, cosmic brownies for sure.
But I'm not gonna care. I may emphasize that I do, but I really won't. So here's a word of advice. You can comment on this and say whatever you want. I won't care, and nor will I comment back on the feed. Just know this. The zombie apocalypse happens, and I hate you all. If you all become zombies, don't think I will not hesitate to kill you. Because as soon as I kill you while you're zombies, I will take your bodies and make a house out of them and paint it with your very blood. I will not care. I actually look forward to a zombie apocalypse myself.
What the fuck is wrong with this kid, dude?
A lot of people do.
I bet he wears a tampon.
Fact, if a zombie apocalypse happens, one of 2 things I'm doing is either A, going around and surviving, possibly killing off people that just got bit, maybe people that aren't even bitten. I won't care.
You're not fooling anybody.
But I will definitely be killing people who are already bitten, infected, and trying to eat me. I will not care. I will not hesitate.
How many times has he said, I won't care? Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say, Schism. God damn. How many times are you going to say you don't care, bro? You obviously do.
You will die over and over again. I will make sure of that myself. Zombies are actually my forte. I have an arsenal of weapons down in my room that I will keep.
He's literally making it up as he's speaking. Look how he's stumbling over his words because he doesn't even know what he wants to say.
I have an arsenal of weapons down in my room that I will keep. Oh, thanks for that, Alex. This was just like watching two preschoolers fight. It kind of was, which I found very interesting. But
I love the way that the lighting looks. It literally looks like this is his entire head because I can't see the top of the hat. Actual fucking thumb head.
zombie apocalypse, I welcome you. Gives me a reason to do the perfect murder. Kill somebody who isn't infected and say that they were infected. They'll believe it too. Because as soon as they're dead, a zombie will sense if they are it's another one of them or not, because of the rotting, decaying flesh that is on their bodies.
He's trying to be Michael Jackson. I don't know what he's getting at here.
Just putting that out there right now. I may look like I do. I honestly don't. So yeah.
Yeah, tell us you don't care 8 more times. Maybe it'll work.
Requested by Zenity or whatever. I don't care. I am actually much obliged to do this. So yeah. Do whatever you want. Say whatever you want. I get expelled from my school for this. I won't care. In all honesty, I really won't.
Why would you get expelled?
I am actually done.
Why would you get expelled?
Nature. So, if you guys think this is all happy-go-y fun time or whatever, some shit like that, it's not. And it never will be.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
It is actually going to be me being myself.
Look at his fucking face, dude.
Anyways. Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. No way did he just fucking say that. No shot.
Anyways. Ta-ta. I hope you have an awesome, deadly, horrifying rest of your lives.
Ta-ta. Oh my god, that was fucking miserable to sit through, dude. He really doesn't give a fuck. In fact, he gives so little of a fuck that he had to say it 30 times. Why do I feel like this kid would be the first one dead in a zombie apocalypse? Oh yeah, for sure. Dude, he would just immediately shit himself and run to mommy if that ever happened. I kick puppies, ta-ta. Yeah. God damn. That's just the epitome of like the kid who discovered 4chan too early in his life and thinks that he's being a badass by saying shit like that. If I get expelled from my school for this, I will not care. Come on. Of course you would. Some people, dude. Yeah, he'd probably... This is the type of kid that would freak out on his mom if she didn't cut the crust off his PB&Js, yeah? Alright, so in this moment, I am euphoric. That's what I was actually going to look for. Where is it? Feeling... Okay, so... This was the actual quote. He posted this on the science and math board. And he titled it Euphoric Atheists, B. And he said... In this moment, I am euphoric, not because of any phony God's blessing, but because I am enlightened by my own intelligence. Introducing you to the dark web. I don't give a fuck. Really, I don't give a fuck. What do you mean the dark web? Yeah, it's that's what he's doing. It's like, yeah, just so you guys know, I don't care. And if this, that, or the other, I don't care. And just so you know, because of this, I also don't care. It's like, you obviously fucking care, kid. Just incredible stuff going on here. Well, okay, so this might be a controversial take, but I think in a sense that conflict and bullying can be necessary. Nowadays, this would be a controversial take, but when I was growing up, I got bullied, And what it taught me was to fucking stand up for myself. Obviously there's limitations and there's a gray area there, but I got bullied and it taught me to stand the fuck up for myself and confront my bully. And ever since that happened, I've been good. I know how to handle things like that. But if you've never been bullied or someone's always swooped in and stopped it before you had to do anything to defend yourself, then yes, you do end up with a very sort of fragile mentality about things like that. Now, of course, when we're talking about like hazing and shit, where they're literally suffocating people or like waterboarding them to get them into a fraternity or sorority, that's where it gets a little bit too fucked up in my opinion. But if we're just talking about, you know, standard school bullying, that teaches you a lot of things about how to handle conflict, how to compose yourself, how to defend yourself, I think it can be a necessary part, because, you know, everybody's got to experience. I know, yeah, like, of course, I would have preferred not to have even been in that situation. I think anybody would say that. I never wanted to be bullied, but it happened, and I had to learn how to stand up for myself. That's true, but oh yeah, I bullied my little brother in a loving way, yeah. I bully little kids. I will not care. I was never bullied, and I was poor as hell. Yeah, I grew up very destitute, is a way to describe it. Like, when I was super young, my family had money because my dad had a car repair business, but then he got a back injury that prevented him from being able to work. And so pretty much like within a 2 or 3 month span, we went from a family making like $900 a day because of that business to my mom had to find a job and we were living off of her income only. So when we became sort of destitute, that actually taught me a lot about the value of money. And I actually really appreciate that I had to grow up that way instead of having money and the ability to do whatever I wanted whenever I wanted, because I feel like I wouldn't have been happy with the person I turned into if I grew up that way. This way I can be proud of the person I turned into because I can level with people. But had I grown up a rich, privileged, you know, snobby asshole, I don't think I would have liked the person I grew up to be. $140 pounds of pure terror. I didn't get bullied much though because I always threw hands immediately. I didn't care if I got beat up. Yeah, some people would fly off the handle, dude. We had school fights going on every fucking day between a lot of the same people. One of the dumbest things I remember happening, you guys remember Hornets, where you would fold up the paper? You would fold up the paper and like use a rubber band to sling it at somebody, and it would actually make like a fucking bruise on your arm. Well, some idiot, they were making Hornets in class, and they fucking hit the teacher with it like on the side of her stomach, and it left her with like a gigantic black bruise. Like it actually fucking did like serious damage. And that kid got suspended for like 3 weeks because of that, and all the other kids that were doing the Hornet shit with him. Yeah, you want to fight? Wait until after school. Exactly. It's like fucking meet me in the parking lot, bitch. The biggest fight we ever had happen was we had this kid that was playing the Teen Buzz ringtone, which if you don't know is just that really high-pitched tone that annoys the fuck out of people. And this kid thought he was being hilarious by playing that in somebody else's ear. And this guy was like one of the linemen on our football team. And he obviously knew who was doing it because he was just being obvious with it. And the guy that was actually playing the sound was black, and he called him the N-word. The guy that I'm talking about, the lineman. Most explosive fight I've ever seen in my life. Like they actually like bloodied each other's faces until people finally separated them. Like they looked like they had been in just a fucking, like there was just blood everywhere. Their fists were bloody. Yeah, he called him a neighbor, of course. But yeah, like their fists were bloody, their faces were bloody and bruised. Like it was a fucking explosive fight. Like we had the maintenance people, like the two maintenance people that just happened to be working had to fucking like sprint in the middle of the cafeteria to separate them. It was fucked up, dude. And yeah, they both got suspended for like 3 weeks. And you know what's funny about that is when they both came back, they just dapped each other up. They were like, hey, I'm sorry about that, man. It was stupid. Shouldn't have done it. And then they were good. They actually became friends after that. Funny enough. That's kind of how our fights were. Like, they would be extremely explosive fights that would get violent, and then by the time everybody was back at school after the suspension, they were cool. And sometimes before they even got to the principal's office, they're like, hey, bro, that was stupid. You know? Fighting over girls. Like, that used to happen a lot. It's like fighting over girls in high school. Like, come on, dude. Men bond over stuff like fighting. That's not controversial take. It's true. Traditionally, yes, men do bond over fighting. You know? No comment on what you're no comment on what you're saying, Schism. No comment, okay, no comment. I plead the fifth. Was this some kind of interrogation? But nah, it was funny, like, seeing that, because, you know, in one day I'm watching these two beat each other to a fucking bloody pulp, and then the next time I saw them, they're like, you know, they're just hanging out, they're just chilling, sitting at the same breakfast table, just eating, talking about shit. I was like, that's cool. You know, I actually respected that they were able to put that aside, because... Okay, I'm sure you did, Schism. I prefer to have girls fight over me. Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. Not high school girls, though. That was fucked up. That actually would happen. Like, we had fights between girls at our school, like... They would, and all they would do is bite each other and pull each other's hair. Like, they just immediately went for the fucking dirty tactics. Like, fucking biting? Who does that? Yeah, we had a lot of dumb shit happen at our school. Actually, the dumbest things involve teachers. Like, there was a teacher who got caught stealing people's iPods and shit, and her boyfriend was using it for drug money. So that's fun. She got forced to resign and amazingly got a teaching job in another county, because the agreement was basically either you resign immediately or we fire you and you won't be able to teach ever again. So she had to resign and go to a different county. Yeah, of course it was for a good cause. My man had to get his meth fix in. And then another one of our teachers lied about her parents dying so that she could get a lot of bereavement time off. And very stupidly didn't tell her parents where she was. So her parents show up at the school, these two people that are supposed to be dead. They showed up at the school asking where she was. And then the very next day, when she was supposed to return, we walk in and we see our principal. And she was like, well, you know, she's had a hard year and she will no longer be coming back because, you know, we found that she was dishonest about her relatives passing away and shit. It's like, wow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, her parents just made a miraculous recovery, I guess. They were 6 feet deep and they did the Kill Bill shit where they did the 1-inch punch and got themselves out and they said, where is she? Let's go to the school and find out. So yeah, that was fucking stupid as hell. We went through like 7 substitute teachers that semester. Yeah, if you're gonna grift, think it through, absolutely. That was fucking stupid as hell. Like, why would you ever even lie about that? Like, you've set yourself up so that if anybody locally in the town that you work in sees you with your parents or sees your parents out in public ever again, they're gonna call you out on it. Why would you even do that? Why would you even entertain that? I think she was honestly just trying to get fired. I wouldn't be surprised. And then the other thing that happened is my class was full of entitled idiots. Me included for a short period. But we thought we were smart. We thought we were more intelligent than the teachers. Like, we were that first generation, had that really shitty attitude like that. And basically we had this pretest in our English class where it was just some stupid grammar question that these two girls got wrong. And they just wouldn't accept the fact that they got it wrong. Like, they were just two people that have always been told their whole life that they're right about everything and they're better than everybody else. So they just started arguing back and forth, and it almost turned into like a fucking yelling match between them and the teacher. Just trying to prove that they were right. And they started like pulling out their phones and Googling to prove that they were right about it. Was a pretest. This had no bearing on their grade whatsoever. It was a fucking pretest. And eventually the teacher just slammed like her guidebook closed, walked out, and sent a substitute teacher back in, and she went home for the day. She said I couldn't handle it anymore. She's like, I'm not going to sit here and argue with students over the correct answer when I have the correct answer right in front of me. So she sent a substitute teacher in and left for the day. She had to take a personal day. Now that's fucked up. I used to tell my kids, if you're doing it, I invented it. Oh, like you've done everything there is to do as far as like making mistakes and stuff. But yeah, we were... Public education is almost never right. Yeah, it was just a weird situation because we were all just sat there like, can we just move on, please? Can we just like finish this shit? They just wouldn't let it go. Like the teacher would say something and she would be like, well, in the answer key it says this and it gives this explanation, and then they would just go, no. And then they would just get louder and louder, and they were like pulling out their phones and furiously Googling like, see? Bro, just fuck, it's a pretest. Let it the fuck go. Just truly incredible behavior. Oh yeah, we had some excellent teachers in school. We just had some questionable ones along the way, you know. Most of my teachers were really good. But a lot of them, you know, the whole stealing students' iPods things, I was on the speech and debate team. And whenever we would travel for tournaments, we would always have the bus that we traveled on, and then we would have a bus just full of our stuff, like full of our suitcases and luggage, depending on how long the travel was. And they would basically pretend that they were going to get our stuff. Like if people would ask for specific stuff, they would pretend that they were going to go get it, and that's when he would swipe everything.
That's special.
Hey, appreciate it, Schism. Hey, appreciate you hanging out, man. You know, fun-ass conversation, and have a great rest of the night, man. We appreciate you hanging out. And thanks for keeping the trolling mild. I respect the shit out of that. I'll never forget my first grade teacher. Yeah, for sure, man. Like, there's always certain teachers that just, like, help you figure out kind of who you are in life and what you want to do, what you want to pursue. And those are the best teachers, the ones that are, like, invested in your success, and they want you to, you know, find what you're passionate about. And you never forget those teachers. Like, some of those teachers I still keep in touch with on Facebook. Like, we'll just talk from time to time about what we got going on in life, and that's cool. But some of them, yeah. Yeah, like you never forget their names. You never forget, you know, what they said to you or what they did. Because when you're a kid, like your brain is very much a sponge. Like I've heard so many times, like when you're young and somebody calls you fat as a kid or something like that, like it just messes with your mental for your entire life, because you always just go back to when you were a kid and somebody told you that. So it's just going to be in the back of your mind for years and years. So when teachers know that and they understand that that's a very sensitive time as far as your development, and they respect that, that meant a lot to me. I had a lot of teachers that respected that when I was a kid. On our own time. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when they go to the extra effort to make sure that you succeed, that's also really cool. But we can also, you know, talk about the elephant in the room, which is that learning styles in school are not very good. They basically force everybody, regardless of what type of learner you are, to do the memorization and bubble in answers learning style, which not a lot of people can even do. Like not a lot of people are even really compatible with that type of learning style, and I understand why. But where it's standardized, you know, the analogy that people use is like there's an elephant, there's a giraffe, there's a monkey, there's a snake, there's all these different animals, and the test is to climb to the top of the tree. Well, obviously the elephant can't do that. How the fuck is an elephant supposed to climb to the top of a tree? How the fuck is a giraffe supposed to climb to the top of the tree? Only the monkey and the snake would be able to do that. You know what I mean? And that's how standardized testing works. It takes these people who have all these different methods and styles and how they learn, and it just forces them to funnel into this one style. It's not effective at all. Like public schooling needs a major rework, but nobody would do that because it's going to cost too much money. Yeah, that was an analogy I saw years ago. That's so true. And standardized testing, like you've heard, it's kind of a meme that people will say, I just don't test well. That's a real thing. Like people psych themselves out. I knew people that on their own volition, without studying at all, they could average a 4.0 GPA. They were just extremely intelligent. But when it came to test time, they got really nervous. They got a lot of test anxiety and they psyched themselves out and they didn't do well on the test. Like the SAT and the ACT, the standardized testing in the US, they just didn't do very well because they got in their own head, even though they're extremely intelligent. So it's a real thing, and I think it's ridiculous to test everybody the same way when not everybody succeeds in that specific method. Like, we have to be more flexible. We have to offer more options in terms of how people would prefer to learn the material, you know what I mean? But it seems like over time, in the past few decades, they've worked very hard to make the funnel even smaller and even tighter, to where everything is just becoming more and more standardized, and more people have to fit into this one specific learning style. That's how it's gone, because it's cheaper. They only have to develop one form of each test, one form of answer book, you know. As usual, you sacrifice everything else in the name of saving money and time, you know. Fucked up. And college, same thing. My dad used to call colleges expensive daycares, and as I get older, I realize he was 100% right. Literally, you pay $100,000 for 4 years of schooling. Most people I know that have a degree are making the same or less than me. And I don't even have a degree. Sorry, I was about to yawn. I was like trying to hold it back. I don't have a degree. I went to school for a few semesters, but I don't have a degree. But a lot of people I do know that have degrees and like $100,000 worth of student debt are making either the same as I am or less. And they're still trying to, like, you know, find a job within their industry. So in my mind, I think it's best to network. I think it's best to be able to make good conversation with hiring managers and sell yourself well. If you can sell yourself well, prove that you know what you're talking about, and do your proper research about the job that you want, you have a much higher likelihood of getting hired than just, hey, I have credentials. Okay, do you have anything else? No, but I got a degree. I'd hire the person that speaks the same language as me. I'd hire the person that uses the same terminology as me, obviously knowledgeable. Just because they don't have the paper, you know, in a sense, doesn't mean that they don't know what they're doing. And I've heard that a lot, too, from even my current bosses. What's up, Mikkel? Previously Papi Chiquito. How you doing, man? We're having a fucking conversation about hiring managers and shit. And learning styles in college and high school. But yeah, that's just my personal experience. Obviously, that's not going to apply to everybody else, but as someone without at least a 4-year degree, I technically would have qualified for a 2-year degree if I stuck with one particular major. But I just don't feel like a degree is necessary nowadays. Ready for the Super Bowl? Yeah, I'm ready for the Eagles to just shred. I think the Eagles are going to win that shit for sure. I'm not even a fan of any particular football team. I just feel like what I've seen in the playoffs and the scores that I've seen so far, I feel like the Eagles are going to run away with that shit. But who knows? We'll see. As everybody keeps calling it in the Twitch streams where there's a bunch of people from EU and stuff, they keep calling it the hand egg game. Got money on the Eagles? Yeah. Dude, the most money I ever made sports betting was the Cavaliers versus the Warriors in 2016. I made like $800 that year betting on that shit. That they would make the 3-1 comeback, and everybody else was like, bro, you're crazy. No fucking way. No fucking way. And then they did it. How's my night? I'm just chilling, man. I'm doing a 30-day challenge right now. We're right in the middle of it. I was gonna play Silent Hill 3 tonight, but we got to talking. A couple of trolls came in. And they actually ended up being pretty cool guys. So we've just been sitting here talking, chilling. I kind of want to put 1,200 on the coin toss. Oh god, dude. Pay for your Vegas tickets. Nah, man, that's too stressful. I wouldn't put that kind of money on an actual 50-50. That shit is too stressful. I wouldn't even put that kind of money on an over or under or some shit. That's also too stressful. Because I know the first time I do it, I'd be tempted to do it again if I made any kind of profit, so. I won a Super Bowl pool once at a party. I had no idea who was playing. Yeah. Gotta love it. Super Bowl in Phoenix this year. Oh yeah, dude, Phoenix is fucking popping off. They just got Kevin Durant. They're hosting the Super Bowl. They just got Kevin Durant. Their NBA team is most likely going to make a deep playoff run. So like, their fucking Phoenix is just popping off right now, as a city as a whole. Was at an Uber One party last night. Paris Hilton was the DJ. God damn. My man said he's got the wine glass with his pinky extended right now. See, I'm not necessarily even a Lakers fan, but I am a LeBron James fan because I'm from the Canton, Cleveland, Ohio area, and he's from Akron, which is very close by. So, you know, they did just pick up D'Angelo Russell, and they picked up Rui Hachimura, Mo Bamba, so I think they have a pretty solid-ass team right now. Dennis Schroeder is a better PG than Russell Westbrook was for them. Only 100 people there, free food and open bar. Yeah, the weirdest thing I've ever seen Paris Hilton in was the fucking pizza review thing. Barstool pizza review. And she has like a vegan pizza spot in New York City that she was in the video for, and she like barely even takes a single bite of this vegan pizza. It's so bizarre. I was getting free Casa Amigo shots. Yeah, this right here. Look at this bite that she takes.
No, that's hot. Was that on purpose, or did that just come out?
Oh,
you
that's
said it,
hot?
well,
I always say it.
yeah, because at the office, they so
Look at this incredibly huge bite she takes.
and the plates, and didn't want to get it on the things. No pick. I've never seen that. I've never seen the no pickup. That's a weird move. I knew that was coming. Because she picked.
She takes one tiny little bite and then gives it a 10, of course, because it's her place, but still. Dude, this was actually the first time I've seen him super nervous. Like, he doesn't even know what to say next. He's so nervous. How old is Paris Hilton now? Late 30s, maybe? Oh, she's 41. What the fuck? She actually looks really good for 41, but of course, I mean, when you have that much money, it could very much all come down to like plastic surgeries and Botox and shit, so. Yeah, I would have guessed like 35. She looks good for 41 for sure. Got sent to one of those awful troubled teen camps when she was a kid. From that bite, she definitely diets very well. True. That's the type of willpower I need, dude. Just literally like keep yourself at the perfect amount of calories every single day. That way the amount of exercise you get is like a moot point, just in case you can't get out and run for a day or walk or something. I've said it before, dude. 2023 is the year. Like, literally the millisecond it warms up, I'm fucking just gonna live my life outside. Every single day before the stream, I'm going for a long ass walk / run. I'm gonna get on the skateboard and just I'm just gonna get on the board and just ride that shit everywhere in my city. That way, every time I go live, I've got runner's high. Runner's high is so much more effective than caffeine. It's at least 10 times more effective than caffeine. The last time I started to stream off of Runner's High, I was already up for 16 hours. I had it when I started, and I streamed 18 hours, Silent Hill 1 through 4 marathon. So I'm able to stay up for like 18 straight hours if I have Runner's High going when I go live. It's unbelievable how crazy, you know, it's just unbelievable how much energy it gives you. I'm pre-gaming right now. I'm going to try to go to another party. But yeah, like I said, with my job, our client call-in rate seems to reduce quite a bit during Super Bowl Sunday, but then the day after it shoots straight back up because all the shit that people didn't want to bother with. If you strap on a green screen, you can stream while you skate. Hell yeah, dude. Then I can run into a pebble and get launched at high speeds and fucking break my leg or some shit. Because I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. My company's help desk sucks ass. Wow. Shots fired. See, another thing I was going to talk about tonight, I'm pretty much level 1 to 2. Oh, 1 to 3, yeah. Another thing I was going to talk about tonight is what Malum mentioned in the Discord about AI. He was like, pretty soon what's going to happen is whenever you're writing a paper for school, it's going to take extra time because it's going to get flagged by AI detection programs and marked as plagiarism. And I was like, yeah, I think where we're headed is like our authors are just going to like run all their all the books that they're influenced by. They're just going to plug that shit into an AI and just keep randomizing it until they get a good idea for a book. And it's like, at that point, is it an original idea? Is it not? I mean, I guess it's original, but it's going to like open up all these questions about who really came up with certain ideas. Did you come up with that, or did the AI program? You know, it's going to be weird. And it's not going to take very long for us to get there. I was going to look something up here. But yeah, I don't know. We'll be playing Silent Hill 3 tonight or tomorrow night. I think I'm gonna put hella cash on a bet. Hey, dude. Yeah, you know, you do that shit at your own risk. But yeah, we'll be playing Silent Hill 3 tomorrow night. I also think I've got to fucking like get on the case uploading my VODs. Like I am so behind on this shit. The last one that I uploaded was Metal Gear Solid 2 Part 2, which was December 31st. So I'm a full 30 days behind at this point, like almost 40 or 50 days at this point behind. I've got to get on this shit. Yeah, let's see. Previous broadcasts. Well, it's not hard because all I have to do is export them. The thing that's annoying is like putting all the thumbnails on and making sure the tags are correct and making sure that everything uploads in the correct order. That's the hard part. Let's see. I just don't want to lose any more VODs. I don't want to lose any more fucking VODs to Twitch because I've already lost so many in the first couple years when I was taking this shit seriously, and I really don't want to do that again. Yeah, it is annoying busy work, but it's got to be done. So these were the Alien Isolation streams. These got done. Yeah, so I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have 13 VODs left, so 13 days until I have to start uploading, or I'm going to start losing these. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. This was a 6-hour stream, so probably when I finished it, I would guess. This was on... What's the date on this one? Yeah, this is when I finished it. So that's going to be January. It was like New Year's. It was basically New Year's. So I think I'll start... I think every time whenever I finish the stream for the night, I'll just go ahead and upload like 3 of them. That way, in like a matter of 4 or 5 days, I'll be super, super caught up. I am using so much of YouTube's bandwidth, man. I mean, I'm still not as bad as the fucking people that upload just 10-hour meme videos all the fucking time, but holy shit, I'm using a shit ton of their bandwidth to upload my VODs, dude. It's actually kind of fucked up. I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick. I just gotta pee. I'll be right back. Too much coffee and water. What is EDC actually? What does that mean? I know it's a betting term, but I don't know what that means specifically. But yeah, I actually did order the Go XLR stand, so that'll be here today. It's supposed to be, it's weird that they're delivering on Sunday. Amazon usually doesn't do that, but they're supposedly going to. This is what it looks like. This thing used to be $40. Now it's fucking $70, of course. But this is what it looks like. It's got all these hooks that you can put the stand in to put it at different angles. But that's just so it can be a little bit further up. And it comes with a kill switch as well, so you can shut it off when you're not using it. So it'll just help it last longer. But mainly, I just want to be able to have it a little bit more vertical when I use it. Oh, this is not reviews for the stand. This is just the device. Okay, well, how do I... I guess I would just have to look at customer images. I don't think they make a stand for the Mini, though, is the only thing. At least I haven't seen it if they do. This guy has the stand. Yeah, you can see there. It fits on it perfectly, and you can angle it a bunch of different ways. So that's the main reason why I wanted to do it. That way I can angle it more toward me, so it's easier to use. The Roland is already set up at a better, steeper angle. So I don't need it there, just for the Go XLR I do. And of course the kill switch is nice to have. No warranty if you don't register your product within 90 days. The registration link is dead. Oh shit. Well, I have no warranty then. You don't get a warranty if you didn't register your product online. Your headphone out or line out jack will end up with a bent TRS pin, and you will be on the hook for what you thought was the top of the line product. Damn. Really bad recent reviews. Effects are just a gimmick and will sound very bad if used in regular function. Very bad software support. Oh, well, he's using a Mac, so that explains it. I mean, sorry for your luck, but I've never had any issues with mine, so... I just gotta hit him with a, hey, fine on my end, bro. I don't know what's wrong with your setup. Overpriced. Now that's a decent argument. I could definitely see that it's overpriced. That I can agree with. Hey, appreciate you hanging out as always, Dr. Red. Enjoy Shanghai Noon. I don't even remember what occurs in that movie, but I remember the name. I know there's a way to like view all reviews. And then you can sort by what you're trying to look for specifically, like what they actually bought. Yeah, I'll show only reviews for the stand. And like nobody has the photo of it, really. At least not on Amazon. Missing parts, wow. Yeah, there's a great photo. That's what it does. It lets you angle it really steeply so you can see it like that. But anyways. I'm thinking also of moving my tripod and changing the angle of the camera to like be over further this way and look more toward the wall. Instead of having it be directly above me like this. But, you know, that r/battle station just kind of got me thinking about little changes and shit that I want to do. Because it's, you know, it's fun to change things up. As nice as it is to keep using the same setup and, like, get comfortable with it, I like to change things up. I really do. Oh, dear God. I just saw on my YouTube, Discord has a CP problem. Oh, God. Yeah, 12:31 was the last one that I uploaded. It's a 5-hour stream. Wait, did I actually finish the game in this one? No. Yeah, I definitely didn't. I got to the president this stream. So yeah, I have dude, I have so much work to do. Holy shit. I've got to get caught up in this bitch. And where I'm doing a stream every day in February, that's going to be pretty hard as well. I saw that Enigma is uploading his VODs now, which is cool. He just recently started doing it, though. He's basically just exporting the VODs. I think it's a good idea, because I don't want to lose streams. Like, every stream, even if it's a really small one, like, every stream is still... it's still something. Like, I don't want to lose that shit. Even if we're just sitting here talking, having conversation, I still don't want to lose the stream, you know what I mean? Because it's just time and like value that's just getting lost and deleted forever. Like, it's still something I want to hang on to, so Twitch is not going to hold on to it for any longer than 60 days, so I have to find somewhere else to put it. YouTube, I can export directly over there. It makes the most sense logically. That's what I got to do. I saw that GoldenEye got re-released on the Switch, and apparently it's not a very good port. Not surprising, but annoying nonetheless. I think the small down angle is good. I think changing the framing might be a good idea, though. Oh, you mean like making it vertical or something instead of the widescreen aspect ratio? Yeah, there's just a lot of little things I've thought about changing and working on, but of course I don't really have time to do it this month because of the 30-day, but I want to change these panels to the decorative so your face isn't dead center. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've thought about like making it higher and angling it further down, but the problem is it's already at the edge of where the foam panel stops, so you'd be able to see the white wall underneath them. Because even when I zoom out, you can already see that shit. So maybe I just have to pull the desk further back and get it closer to the wall. I don't know. Don't go higher. But yeah, I want to try to, because the way the tripod is right now, I'll take a photo of my setup once I get all this shit done, but the way that, I actually do have a photo that I can show though. It's in my DMs with Sick Boy because I was showing this the other day. I did blank out some shit that would show either like where I live or just sensitive information though. Might have gone too far. Oh, no. Here it is. Shift you slightly to the right for the chat. Oh, yeah, yeah. So this is what my setup looks like. The desk just has a little bit of dust on it, so excuse that. But as I'm sitting here, this is what I see. So you can see the camera's already pretty high up, but the issue is the tripod. It is all surrounding the Go XLR, so it makes it tough to like get at it without moving the camera, because if I shift the tripod, you get that effect. But it's a lot of shit going on at once, I will admit that. It's a lot of shit, and even more so now that the Bridgecast is also on the desk. So I just need to take all this shit off, clean the desk. But yeah, that's the only key light. There's only one key light on my face. I gotta clean all this shit off, clean the desk surface thoroughly, and then put everything back, and then probably move the tripod somewhere else. No, the mic's not blocking my view. It's just like that for the picture. It doesn't actually do that though. You can see I'm sitting really high up for this photo. Just a optical illusion. And it especially doesn't now that I have it at this angle. I actually really didn't like the Rode PSA 1 Plus when I first got it. I only like it when it's overboomed like this. I don't like it when it's under using that W shape that I have in this photo. I used it for like a week or so. I didn't like it. It was annoying. Because I have to use the extension piece here because this will grind against the XLR cable if you don't. So I wasn't a fan. But using it like this is fine. It's not a big deal. And I think it looks better this way too, so I just keep it like this. Some subtle reframing. So I am like camera illiterate outside of the basic functionality of things like white balance and shutter speed. So by reframing, what exactly? You just mean like have me be a little bit further to the right, mainly? Like if I were to slide it over this way a little bit, maybe? Like that? That actually is good. Yeah, that's actually good. Why didn't I think of that? And now there's all this space over here for the chat. Yeah, dude. See, this is why I have to listen to you guys. You guys know way more about me. You guys know way more than me about this shit. Yeah, man, that looks good. And then I can always just move it when I do the game scene. I can always just crop the frame a little bit. Because most times when I'm playing games, I use the green screen anyway, so it doesn't matter. God, dude, I'm so excited for Resident Evil 4 Remake. You guys have no idea. I cannot fucking wait for that game. Six days ago, 24 minutes exclusive gameplay. Look at this shit, man. It looks so good. I have a 10700K and a 3070, so hopefully I can at least get like 120 FPS. Maybe not maxed out. Maybe not fully maxed out, but I should be able to get 120 FPS average on it. A 3070 is basically a 2080 Ti, so it's still a pretty solid card. Like if I wanted, I could probably sell the 3070 and upgrade to a 3080. It just may not be necessary, really. But I'm extremely excited for this game, and I will be playing the fuck out of it. This will be the first game that I can remember where I'm just gonna just go nuts and just play the fuck out of it the first like week or so that it's out. Just gonna play it, replay it, highest difficulty, like try to unlock every achievement that I can in the first week. I would love to like unlock every single possible achievement in the first week. That would be really fun to try to go for that. But there may be some insane shit, like if they reintroduce, which I'm sure they will, if they reintroduce the mercenaries mode, there's going to be a lot of stuff we'll have to unlock in that, I'm sure, and it'll take a long time, so. You know what? It's been a while. Let's see what's going on with DSP. What do we got going on with DSP? DSP, I am not cancelable. New milking tools. Mr. Beast doesn't do charity. He only does it for profit. Oh god, here we go. What do we got going on here?
This is how I play the game.
Good lord.
Oh my god!
Welcome back, Meekle.
Outstanding. Because I have Wednesday off. Today, attendance really good. Not sky high this time.
Attendance. I do love how he calls it attendance. Like it's required or some shit.
Engagement, good. Support, actually not very good. It was actually a very slow first stream. It was actually slower than a regular first stream. No kidding. Like, there's been streams of One Piece. There's been streams of other games that did way better. And I don't know what the difference was there. Because it's the same game. And in fact, we're getting further in. It's actually getting better. So, and attendance was good. So, I don't know. But I would hope that tonight, if you want to have some chill fun with me, interact with me, have some fun conversation, this would be the game to do it. And if you want to support the stream, please do by any means. Any way is great. Greatly appreciated. Whether it's as simple as liking the stream for engagement. Thank you. A membership. A gifted membership.
My
Thank
god, imagine this much of your content just being straight up begging, dude. This is the shit I can't go along with. Like, he has no room to comment on Mr. Beast anyway, because he has literally never once done anything for anybody but himself with his own money. Like, he has his fucking fundraisers. You know, typically when people use the word fundraiser, they mean for charity, but no, his fundraisers are literally always just for his own personal bank account. That's all he ever fundraises for, or to pay bills. Bro, that's not even a fundraiser. That's just a donation drive to your own shit, you know? Why does that guy have Riz? No, he does not have Riz. Riz just means charisma. He does not have it. WWE fundraiser, yeah, he's gotta fucking stack his bank account up for that new WWE Champions event that's coming out, dude. That's that dude. The birthday video is so hilarious too. Happy birthday to Philip.
And happy 40th birthday to Philip. In Brenton, hope today is a positive day full of video games and championship wrestling. Love Kat, Son, Jasper, Howard, John, Rich, Jordan, and everyone down at the farms.
I'm sure he's watching WrestleMania this week.
Championship wrestling, dude. And the number one comment on that shit is the way she's speaking, it's obvious she thinks that he's special needs. Yeah, the reason why it says everyone down at the farms is because of Kiwi Farms, obviously. Dude, I saw this fucking crazy AI generated video of Silent Hill 2 as an 80s horror movie. Look at this. Silent Hill 2 as an 80s horror movie. This is AI generated, but some of these photos are so fucking weird, man. Like, I looked away for a second, and when I looked back up, I saw this picture of Angela. Shit actually scared me. That's actually a really good photo. That's really convincing. That one right there, dude. What the fuck? I looked away for a second. It's like the middle of the fucking night this video popped up. I looked away for a second and then I looked back up and I saw that shit. That scared the fuck out of me. I just didn't expect that face. Like, there's so much AI generated content on YouTube now. That doesn't look that great, but there's so much AI generated content on YouTube now. Like, even in a year's time, there's going to be so much of this shit. Yeah, the RGB distortion. That's a very convincing photo of the hotel right there. But yeah, very, very bizarre video. And as I've talked about many times, this person does not exist.com is one of the scariest things around nowadays. I've shown it, I don't know, probably like 20 times, so I won't show it again. But if you guys ever want to be freaked out, go to thispersondoesnotexist.com, and just like the site name would indicate, none of the people on that site are real. It's all AI generated and stitched together from multiple photos and reference photos of people. Hey, what's up, Stoned? How you doing tonight, sir? I'm doing good, man. We've had some good-ass conversations tonight about edgelords, zombie apocalypses, office chairs, replacement parts for office chairs, gaming peripherals, audio shit. Like, we've fucking run the gamut on these conversations tonight, dude. Had some people that came in and admitted they were just here to troll, and then they ended up having a good time, so that was cool. And they followed, so that was even cooler. Yeah, the last Silent Hill game we have to play is Silent Hill 3. I fell asleep to the sweet sound of you playing Silent Hill last night. Dude, so many people tell me that. They tell me that they fall asleep to my streams a lot, which I appreciate because I only fall asleep to streams I really like, and I love their audio setups, and I think they have good voices and stuff. So, not saying I have all that, but if you guys are able to fall asleep to it, I guess that's a good sign. Because when you hear that, sometimes people will think that you mean like, oh, your stream was so boring that I fell asleep. But no, it's actually a compliment now. Because it's like, you know, it was relaxing enough that I used it as kind of ASMR to fall asleep. So it's kind of the opposite of what it used to mean. But yeah. No, I've been having a blast so far. Like I was saying last night with Silent Hill 1 and just in general, like when you get to the midway point like we're at now, we're 3 days away from day 15 on these 30-day challenges. This is where you're either going to sink or swim. You're either going to lose motivation and just say, fuck it, I'm tired of it. I can't go. I don't have another fucking stream in me. Or you say, no, fuck that. We're going to finish it. I'm this far in. I'm not quitting now. And usually it's the latter for me. Sometimes it can be the former, but I finish the challenge regardless of how I feel. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm passionate about it or whatever else. It's just about I'm disciplined enough to just get the shit done. I don't commit to a 30-day challenge unless I finish it. The only extenuating circumstance would be internet. If I'm having internet issues, that's one thing. But if I'm not having internet issues, then it gets done one way or the other. And where I'm on a fiber connection now, it very rarely doesn't get done. So that's cool. Am I happy with this? Oh, the Ergo chair? Yeah, I love this chair. I have 2 of these. I have one for my work setup and one for the stream setup. I've used nothing but these for about 3 years now. I originally bought it very late 2019, very early 2020. And the original one is in the living room, still getting used just fine. So no issues with either one. It's autonomous. Autonomous.ai is the website. This is the link for it here. It's not actually this expensive, and it does go on sale pretty frequently. But here's the link for it. I don't think it's worth that price. For that price, I would get a Staples Hyken, but it is a good chair if you're able to get a good deal on it. They make a lot of different stuff too. They make like standing desks, and I guess they have headphones now. Oh no, they just resell other stuff. They've got like Pixio monitors and light bars and shit like that. Monitor mounts. But yeah, they mainly just resell a lot of other stuff. I'm in the market for a new chair. Yeah, this is the weirdest shit that they sell. Studio Pod. It's like a self-contained work environment that you can put anywhere. Like you're supposed to put it on your property and you can just use this as a standalone setup. It's fucking weird. It costs $24,900. What I really love about the Studio Pod is it's multi-purpose. You can use it for work. It has a good desk, plenty of storage space. So yeah, like you can get it furnished, I believe. I like how all these guys are in California, by the way. You kind of love it? You mean the chair or the Studio Pod? Yeah, that's cool. I like the idea of it, but it's fucking crazy. That's 25 grand. Includes all the sockets and connections you need for climate control and electricity, plus mood lighting with 3 color modes. Like the fact that they're just selling a living space like this is crazy. And then there's Work Pod, not Studio Pod, which is a little bit cheaper. And you can get it with furniture and assembled for 24 grand. And this one is just specifically for your office. Like, this is fucking crazy, man. Yeah, like, I guarantee somebody would be crazy enough to just live out of one of these. But of course, there's no, like, bathroom or anything. It's literally just meant to be a standalone office space separate from the rest of your house. So anybody that's got 25 grand to blow on something like this, they probably don't need it, to be honest with you. Yeah, as an office on your property, it would be cool. But if you were just to, like, set this up somewhere remote, no way. Or maybe if you knew somebody who was cool with you setting it up on their property, or you lived with them or something, that's pretty cool. I got into a trend of looking up, like, not necessarily tiny homes or whatever, but I was into looking at what people were able to do with things like school buses. And it's actually pretty crazy. There was a guy who converted an entire school bus, and it is just fucking insane. Like, they have so much space. They've got a full ass bathroom with a shower and everything. They've got just tons and tons of space for everything. But it did end up costing them like $80,000. So it's not as if, you know, it's an easy or cheap thing to do. But basically, most times people will just sell their home and do something like that. My friend went down a shipping container homes rabbit hole for a while. Yeah, tiny home and like shipping container houses and stuff like that. People are going nuts over stuff like that nowadays because they realize you can just sell your house, not have to pay the mortgage or property. Well, you do still have to pay property taxes, I'm sure. But one that I saw was this lady had put 3 storage containers together and paid like $10,000 to have a water line from the state run, or from the county have a water line run to it. So she basically had a full functioning house with electrical wiring, with fucking internet, LAN, like actual wired internet connections running to it, running water and everything else. And it was like, you know, yeah, it cost like $100,000 to set everything up, but she still had all this money left from selling her house. So a lot of people are going that route these days, it seems like. You know, living quote unquote off the grid, which you can't really do. You can't really live off the grid. But it is cool, you know, what people do. Life finds a way. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool what people do in terms of like setting up solar panels and they make everything self-contained. Like, bro, you're not living off the grid if you still have a cell phone with a SIM card or now an eSIM. Like, you're not. And then I've seen some of these where they have internet connection. So you got an IP address. You're not off the grid. What are you on about? Like, this dude had a gaming PC setup and he was live streaming from his school bus that he had converted into a home. And he's like, yeah, I live off the grid and I don't want to be, you know, held down to a house. It's like, you're not living off the grid. You have an internet connection. People can track you down using that. College students' bus conversion is nicer than most apartments. Yeah, like the word schoolie is the colloquial term for, you know, converting a bus to a house. I'm trying to find the one specific one that I found where a guy had done like all this custom work on his. Pretty sure it's this channel here called Tiny Home Tours. Yeah, like there's a double-decker bus that somebody had made. Somebody converted an ambulance. Family of 5 living in a fucking bus house. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to give up the grid. I just want more money. Like tiny home stuff in general makes perfect sense. Like you downsize if it's just like you and your partner, you don't necessarily need all that space. But if it's like a family of 5 and you're in a school bus, that's a little bit but you know, some of these builds are amazing. They really are. Like, look at this shit. I mean, it straight up looks like a house. They do so much work. It's like, I want a compound. Yeah, dude, what's crazy is, a few years ago, someone had posted that there was an old school that the state was no longer going to continue to maintain or pay for. So they just put it on the market for like $80,000. You could buy an entire school and it had like a basketball court. It had like, you know, 12 different rooms and all kinds of crazy shit. Like that would be insane to own something like that. Yeah, I don't know, for some reason I can't find the video. I don't know if it's been removed or what, but it was definitely like one of the most popular videos. And the guy was showing that he had like a whole ass bathroom. I want to live like Rick Ross in LA for sure. He was showing that he had like a full ass bathroom. He had a whole like 120 volt fridge because he had wired everything. But it looks like they, for some reason, might have removed this video because I cannot fucking find it. Even though I know it was like one of the most popular videos before. I just remember the guy had sunglasses on like in his hair when he was touring it. But who knows? Maybe they just didn't want to be on the video anymore. But yeah, I don't know really what the goal is here. Like, you can travel and your home travels with you, but I would be worried about safety. Like, if somebody decides to break in, it's going to be very hard to prevent them from doing that. Whereas if you have a house, you can get like an ADT security system, and you know, you can like have, if you're somebody that believes in it, you can have your gun safe set up to defend yourself and shit. Like, I feel like it would be very hard to set up home security in something like this, which I would not be a fan of. Yeah, because the guy in the video was like, I would actually downsize if I could, because he was saying it was too much space for him and his girlfriend. But like I said, it looks like that video got removed for some reason. I'm sorry, boss. I can't work. Someone stole my office. Yeah. And he was also talking about how, you know, it cost him like $80,000 to do everything. So it's like the only way you're going to obtain that much disposable income, at least for the standard person, is to just sell your house. Like, that's the only way. And, you know, what happens if you need to take your shit in to do mechanical work? You know, what if you got to take it into a garage to fix, like, the transmission or some shit? Is it even going to be possible? I mean, I'm sure it's possible, but how many people do work on school buses and how expensive is it? So there's a little bit of impracticality right there. I'm just going to search by most viewed because I know it was like a really highly viewed video. Okay, now I'm just getting a bunch of kid-friendly videos about Ryan Toy World or whatever the fuck it's called. This isn't it. Yeah, like for some reason that video looks like it got removed. I'm not sure why. Two-year time lapse. Like somebody said they were able to do it for $10,000. That's pretty cool. I mean, if you can set something like that up for 10 grand, that's awesome, but I question how easy it would be to actually do something like that. I think, you know, the goal for most of these people is to not be in debt. I've heard that a lot. Like, they don't want to be in debt at all, and they don't want to have to be paying, like, into a mortgage or an auto loan or something. And in that sense, I can understand it. Because, you know, more of your money is actually yours to spend. But it's just so much maintenance, dude. It's got to be a shit ton. It has got to be a shit ton of maintenance. Yeah, I think they've removed this video for some reason. With chef-designed kitchen? I don't know why I'm not showing this. Oh my god. That's not what I'm looking for. Active shooter training? That is not the type of video I'm looking for. A prison bus into a perfectly designed. And I always hear the same stories, like, and I'm not saying that women do this often, but the story I hear about almost all these is like, hey, my girlfriend or my wife got obsessed with these videos and basically demanded that I do this. And so I just kind of jumped on board because I want to support what she wants to do. I hear that a lot about these tiny home things. It's funny how that works. Cool cat stops the active school bus shooter. Architecture student? Oh wow, that is crazy, but that's not it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks like they straight up removed the video for some reason, because it was definitely like in the 1 million view mark. Hell, maybe they were having issues with people knowing what their shit looked like and trying to like track them down. Who knows? I wouldn't put it past some fucking freaks on the internet, man. $8K total invested. I don't know, man. It's a big trend right now, but it's like I just feel like it's almost more trouble than it's worth at the end of the day. You know, you build all this shit and you're driving around in your school bus house build for what? It's like you did it and you just traded one set of problems for another. Yeah. The fucking Reddit detectives, dude. But you just traded one set of problems for another is all you really did, you know? A soul-crushing job to thriving nomad life. I hear that a lot too, like people quitting their jobs and selling their houses and like investing the money instead of working. And that I can respect. I mean, people are not wanting to, you know, spend all that time working. And if you got the money to be able to do it, hey. But I don't know. Whatever happened with that dude who murdered his girlfriend, they were doing the van life thing. Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't remember her name, but I do remember that being one of like the biggest things, is they were out in the middle of nowhere in their van house whenever that shit happened. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. Like, if you're gonna be that financially invested in something that has no like deed or paper showing who the owner is, that's also something that would freak me out, you know? You get into an argument with your significant other that you guys have invested 80 grand in this fucking bus house. What happens if she kicks your ass out or he kicks her ass out? You actually got nowhere to fucking go. Or they get a divorce or some shit. Like if you're gonna go in on a project like this with your significant other, they better be your wife or husband. And you better like trust them to the max, because if they flip on you or some shit happens and you guys end up getting divorced, you're out a shit ton of money, time, and effort. That's all I'm saying. Wow, this guy uploads so fucking often. Holy shit. This tiny home tour guy. I also saw a video about tiny Japanese apartments as well. From this guy. Like they all have loft beds and they have these basically flip out bathrooms. Like you have to put the hallway, there's a handle in the hallway. You pull the wall in the hallway out and it flips into a tiny little bathroom you can use. And that the rent on it is still like $900 a month. The equivalent of $900 a month. It's crazy, man. They live in the cupboards, yeah. Yeah, like a lot of Japanese apartments, you can't even like stretch your arms out fully without reaching the beginning and end of the fucking living room. It's crazy, man. But yeah, basically the reason why I wanted to show that particular video is because there were a lot of really good ideas and they didn't end up spending a ton of money on it. But like straight up, it looks like they definitely removed the video, because I know it came from this guy's channel and it's just not anywhere to be found anymore, so. I don't find any of that clever space saving charming at all. Yeah, it's like, honestly, I understand why people do things like this, but I would honestly rather just find myself an affordable house and just, you know, do this kind of shit to that. Like spend the money on house maintenance. That way you'll have something that you can really sell and make a shit ton of profit on when you do decide to sell. And, you know, they call it being a scumlord. They call it being a scumlord, but you can do that shit where you, once your house is paid off, you can just buy a new house and then you can rent out your first house and pay off the mortgage for the second house. They call that being a scumlord, but that's something that a lot of people do. So like you have this family, or if it's just a single person, whatever, or just two people, paying and not getting any equity in the place that they're living while you're using their monthly rent to pay off the mortgage for your second home. That's why they call it being a scumlord, because the people who are renting your original house don't get any equity in it. They're just going to continue to pay rent forever. And of course you're not going to give that up, so. Just moved to fucking Phoenix. Yeah. Desert as far as the eye can see. A lot of desert at least. But yeah, you know, it's just it just seems like one of those trends, like the van life shit or the tiny home or whatever else. It just seems like a lot of trendy stuff that at the end of the day, it's extremely expensive. You have to already have a lot of spare disposable income and a lot of wealth in your family to be able to even afford or buy into some shit like this. And you know, like I said, you just trade one set of problems for another. And in my mind, it's like, I'd rather just stick with a traditional house, you know? Yes, housing prices are fucking insane right now. I get that. That's very true. But, you know, get yourself a house that's like $150,000, modest, like 3-bed, 2-bath or some shit. And just, you know, just pay the fuck out of it. That way in 10 to 12 years, you'll have that shit paid off. You'll be in like your mid to late 30s. And then you can do what you want with it. You can sell it if you want to. You can rent it out if you want to. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it at that point. My thing is, when we move, we're paying like $1,000 roughly for rent right now. When we move, we need to find a house that has a lower mortgage payment so that we can start putting the difference in savings in case we need it for maintenance. Because if like your AC unit goes, that's like a $10,000 repair. So it's like, well, hope you have $10,000 saved up. Because if you don't, you're going to be paying some kind of payment plan to a fucking company like Lennox or something like that. You'll be paying a shit ton of money to them for like years and years because you have to go on a payment plan to get your fucking AC unit replaced. So as long as we can find a house that has lower mortgage payments than the rent that we're currently paying, that's all we would need. But it may require us to move to a different town, which sucks because I don't know if they're going to have fiber there. You might think I'm being a little bitch and like first world problems for only wanting to move somewhere that has a fiber connection. But now that I've used fiber and seen how much faster and more reliable it is than standard broadband internet, like I think that's a requirement for me just because I work from home. Like, I literally need my connection to be working to pay my fucking bills. So, I know for some people they may just want it for fast internet speeds, but I actually need that shit to make my money and pay my shit off, you know? Pay my bills. But anyways, I appreciate all the awesome conversations we had tonight, you guys. Yeah, I'm going to play Silent Hill 3 tonight. And once we finish Silent Hill 3, I don't know what we'll do, but we finished 1 through 4. We've done them all out of order, but in the correct order as well. So we'll see what we're going to do, but either way, we're going to finish strong on this 30-day challenge. Yeah, that's all I want, dude. That's all I want. Lower mortgage payments than my current rent and be able to put that money aside for maintenance in case I need it. And then just, you know, sit on it. Save as much as I possibly can. Have a nice big house to live in. That's all I want. You know, I'm simple, I'm easy to please, but I just want a house. Either way, because I want to start building equity and actually, you know, eventually possibly owning the place myself. That's the dream. But either way, I appreciate all the conversations tonight. Hope you guys have a great rest of the night. A couple of people asked me about the Discord, so here's the link for it. The link is very funny. It says P. So if you want to join up, we're going to be doing a watch party very soon of the Silent Hill movie. The very first one from 2005 or 6, whatever year it was from. And yeah, I do have a YouTube. My personal channel's pretty dead, but the stream channel uploads all the VODs from here, and I'll be uploading a few of those. I'll export them out tonight so we can get caught up on those. But either way, we'll be back tonight actually playing a video game and making good content. And I will talk to you guys later.